Yeah, is it this one? Are you making some note or something, guys? Just check. Rajat, have you written any notes? What is that relevance of 49th one, 48th question, something like that? Any keywords?
No, sir.
Nothing.
The only I remember is the answer was B. So
For the question number 50.
yeah.
Something, Lauren, you have typed, what is that 61? 61. You have to start at 61. Okay. We'll do one thing is we'll start with
50, I think.
50. Type in the chat, guys. A lot of people are telling a lot of things. Not clear. I would have stopped at some good question.
We did till 50, not 60.
50.
50. Okay. We'll start with 51. Okay, guys. Here. Okay. So we will start with the 51 question.
So Vishal, this is 51 question of which exercise?
That is what I'm asking you guys. No, I thought you guys will know it. Okay, something you would have written down.
We were in
So,
sheet 3, if I'm not wrong, last week.
sheet 3. Okay.
Thank you.
Sheet 3. Yeah. So sheet 3, question number 50. No, you want? Okay, guys. Okay. Because morning batch 1 is going on, so I need to make sure that I'm not discussing the same question. Okay. Only when you people confirm, it will be possible. Anyway, 51, guys. Okay. Question number 50 we discussed in sheet number 3. That is what all of you guys are telling. 51st on the screen. Okay, sheet number 3.
Others can confirm. That's what I remember.
Enough, guys. Okay. No one remember, it's fine. What to do?
The sheet is showing. I mean, it's the question is 17th, like no, but the screen.
51.
No,
It's
on my
51. I think
on
your
my-
internet has problem.
really. No, because I can hear properly. Only I think the sheet is stuck at 17 with me here.
I'll reshare, guys. Hold on. Yeah, now is it perfect? No. No.
Okay, now it's okay.
Okay, quickly do, guys. 51st question. And come in the video, okay, guys. Very low participation today, okay? You're doing all this for you people, okay? Please make sure you're interacting, coming in the video. Okay, quick, guys. All of you good? So I think many of you guys have chosen D. That is fantastic. Question number 51 on the screen. Okay. So it says A project manager is overseeing a project aimed at providing customers with real-time shipping tracking capabilities. Okay, real-time. The project team has encountered ongoing disputes, primarily revolving around differing interpretations of how user stories contribute to project success. People are having different interpretations. Okay, how a particular user story will contribute to business success, project success. Okay, some team members believe that user story should prioritize speed, while others believe accuracy as the top priority. So some debate is going on. But ultimately, you guys tell me how you tell that a user story is contributing to a project success if that particular user story is able to deliver the value. Okay, you have to look for some word, value, goal, business objective, something like that. So with that mindset, when you check, no, it is very evident that the correct answer here is D. Verify that the user story is aligned with overall business objectives and project goals. Okay, any other option? Should I check, guys? C is telling consistently revisit the project charter. We don't simply go and revisit the charter. Okay, guys. Okay, only once we prepare a charter. Okay, we don't keep editing the charter again and again. Okay. Now B, schedule a meeting with business sponsor to obtain clarification regarding. Okay, why do you want to initiate and have a clarification from sponsor and will not need it? Okay, and then A, ask the product manager to meet with the team. Okay, again, then what is your role? If you're asking product manager to meet with the team, okay, that means somewhere you are getting out of the loop. No need. Okay, guys. So the correct answer here is D. Okay, so hope this makes sense, guys. So with your permission, I'm moving on to question number 52. Quick, guys. Can you start? So I think I'm happy, guys. All of you guys have chosen B only. Okay. So a project manager has developed a project management plan based on agile methodologies. That is the thing. Okay. In an effort to deliver the product quickly. Okay. However, the project is complex and the requirements are unclear. Because of this reason, our schedule is at risk. Okay, everyone understood? So at this juncture, what should the project manager do to get the project back on track? Okay. So first thing, guys, rebaselining. Let me tell you, they have told very clearly based on agile methodologies. The concept of rebaselining is more applicable in plan-driven projects, correct? Predictive type of projects. So please don't choose A. Okay. Now B is the correct answer. I'm happy that all of you guys have chosen. Review the product backlog with the team to resolve the status. Okay. Is there any way we can reduce the timeline? Like that, we have to review the product backlog. Okay. Third one, increase the number of stand-up meetings. You guys think increasing the frequency of stand-up, will that help to put the schedule back on track? No, not necessarily. Okay. Then adjust the plan to employ more iterative life cycle. Adding more iterative life cycle is never going to solve the schedule problem. Okay. What is the beauty? What is the need for adding more iterative life cycles? When you want a refined product, correct? No? When you're focusing on, oh, I need a better version, like that, when you keep doing, no, that's why I said the iterative style of project management is more applicable in, what do you say, when you are doing research projects, R&D projects, developing medicines, vaccines, that's what is a iterative life cycle more applicable. Okay, so those options are ruled out. Okay, so great, guys. Okay, let me move on to the 53rd question. Okay, 53rd one. Put the question number, guys, when you type the answer, at least the first few, guys. Okay, guys, good. Wow, great. Can we start? So an agile team is planning for a 2-week iteration. Okay. In the middle of the last few iterations, the product owner made changes and reprioritized features affecting the team's deliverables. So the thing you have to note down here is our product owner did in the middle of the last few iterations. Okay. That is not a good practice, guys. Okay. I say agile, okay, welcoming changes, but we should not disturb something in the middle of a sprint. Okay. What should the project manager do first at this juncture? Okay, so A option, guys, ruled out. I said, no, don't go for escalation. First, you try to sort it out with the team, okay, or with the right person. In this case, the right person is the product owner. First, you try to sort it out with those right people, okay. Second reason, inform the team to ignore the change request. That is very rude. Hey, product owner will tell you people ignore. That is very rude, okay. C, explain the implications of making changes during an iteration to the product owner. Please try that. Maybe he's not aware. Okay, you have to enlighten the project manager. See, if you guys are suggesting changes in the middle of an iteration, this is the consequences. I think in one of the previous questions also, I told you guys, project managers or scrum masters, anyone, guys, they have by default have authority to educate or coach anyone. Hey, this is the right practice. Please, I'm just suggesting. That's it. We cannot order or direct, but we can always educate. Okay, guys, please. Okay, note down. Okay, we can educate. Okay, that's the whole point, guys. Okay, and it can explain the implication. Okay. Lastly, request the product owner make changes as needed. Since agile is about responding change. No, that's what I said. Don't ruin the word agile. We don't entertain changes in the middle of an iteration. Okay, guys, clear? That's the reason D is wrong. So the correct answer is C. Fantastic. Okay, so moving on to 54th question. Can you start? Can you start? Guys, okay, we are going to start. Okay, guys. The project team has everyone ready, no? Guys, many people have chosen this option wrongly. Okay. I think not many people, all of you guys have chosen the option wrongly. I think a little bit of unlearning is needed. Let's discuss. Okay, guys, quickly. 54, no, all of you guys, this one. Oh, that's great. Okay, Pramod, they have chosen. I think because I told it's wrongly, they've chosen a different option. So D, everyone, guys, except Pramod have chosen.
No, actually, I'm confused. So, A or D.
Oh, it is that. Okay. Yeah. So let's start, guys. A project team has completed the project deliverables as per the requirements specified by the sponsor. Okay, that's a good news. Correct? No, whatever is the requirements, the team have completed. The project manager would love to evaluate whether the project has delivered value to the sponsor. That is one thing, guys, I emphasize. Okay, completing the project deliverables is one thing. Delivering value is another thing. Are you able to get a feel, guys? Even this session, I can say that I'm done with my deliverables. Do you know one thing? I can easily wrap up, guys, today's session and tomorrow's session, because as per the commitment which Star Agile have given to me, it is for completing the project management professional curriculum. Okay, but I feel the real value comes when I make you guys confident for the PMP. Got it? So deliverable wise, I can confidently put a tick mark, but I don't believe in that. I would love to go a little bit extra in terms of helping you guys with the quiz. Got it? So that's what is a real value addition, I believe. Okay, I'm not sure, guys, what about you, but I believe in that. Okay, so that is the difference. Are you getting, guys? Deliverable versus value. Okay, now what is the most appropriate element of the project manager to evaluate? Okay, so first one, the alignment of all accomplished deliverables with the initial requirements. That connects the loop, guys. Initial requirements. Okay, then you did some deliverable, and finally on the last, when you have what you're doing, you are checking whether the final deliverable is aligning with the initial requirement. That's when we say the value is there. Okay, simply I'm not telling something, okay, scope is over, schedule is over, guys, bye-bye. Like that when I go, no, that is just deliverables. But what is the value? That is the thing. So A is the correct choice, guys. Okay, now many people have chosen D. The project's overall adherence to scope, time, and budget constraints got nothing to do with checking whether you delivered value to the sponsor. That is your inherent job, guys. Any project manager, any part of the world, any industry you do, what is your primary job? Check whether you are sticking to the whatever project is given to you. Are you sticking to the timeline? Are you sticking to the scope? Are you sticking to the budget allowed? That is what is the a job. Okay, so there is nothing explicitly you have to tell here. Is that clear? That is an implicit responsibility of a project manager. So don't tell that extra. We have to stick to the point here, delivering value to the sponsor. Okay, that is A only. Okay, now what about other choices, guys? Maximize income is only one point, guys. Many projects, the aim is not income, maybe something else. Okay, happiness, maybe brand value. Because don't think that always income. Third thing, extent to which delivery of the value matches the sponsor's expectation. That is very difficult, guys. Have you? I know you guys have answered correctly, but let me explain the other choices. Okay, satisfying people's expectation is very difficult. In this batch also, if I ask some of you guys, you will tell, is there anything better I can do? Vishal, you could have just held one more session, make us confident for the quiz. Like that, people will tell. Got it? People's expectation matching is very difficult. Okay, there are some people who will get happy easily. There are some people they will not get happy quickly. Okay, but you can't make them happy. Okay, are you getting my point? So don't try to connect with expectations. Okay, should be something meaningful. That's the reason A is the correct answer choice and not D. Can we move on, guys? Any questions? Please raise hand and speak up. And come in the video also, guys. Now there are 34 guys. Okay, people who joined late, you guys have lost something. Okay, guys, please don't join late, guys. Okay, when I joined, there were only 19 participants. Now there are 34 participants. Okay, please make sure you join on time, guys. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Go on.
Nothing, Mohammed. I keep telling come in the video. Only you are very sincerely coming in the video. Quite a few guys. All of you come in the video, guys. Let's be a very interactive moment. Okay, that's all. Yes, go ahead.
One question here is like, since he's asking the value, what the deliverable is giving to the project sponsor. So the value means it is like, it is reaching to the expectations, because the expectations, if they are reached, it's giving the value. So in other meaning, like, these are like synonyms, like, his expectations are reached, the value is it, he is getting it.
That is what I said. No, the only problem is expectations. See, the classic thing I said is, Mohammed, you are one person. Like that in this batch, there are 30 people. But let me ask, the 30 people's expectation out of this batch is different. Okay, some people will tell, oh, I thought I joined the session so that I will get some real life examples of project management. Some people ask in this batch, do you remember? Are you helping with Jira? Are you helping with any project management tools like that and all? And some people will be telling, okay, theory. Okay, some people will be telling more focus on quests. Okay, that is what expectations will differ. You cannot just, it's something in the mind, guys. We don't put that across. Got it? That's why we cannot go like that. Okay, value to the expectation. You will not be able to make people happy. Okay, that's what I can say. Okay, so there is a problem. That word only is the problem. Like Mohammed, you rightly point out, the whole problem is this word expectation. Okay, it's very difficult. Okay, Prachiti, what is that? Your raised hand.
So in this question, can we say, or in general, answering any question, can we say that we should focus on the words which are actually terms, right? Like requirement, plan, scope management plan, rather than English words like expectation, which is not part of PMP dictionary, right?
That is also right. Okay, we should stick to the jargon, requirement, traceability, metrics, scope, statement, like that. No, that sounds data. Okay, rather than telling, did you listen to all the expectations, aspirations? Okay, I'm a career coach. Imagine I'm listening to all the aspirations of the people. Maybe people would love to become a cricket player. Okay, that all are aspirations. We need to talk the what is that exactly the requirements, something like that. Are you getting? You're right. Okay, one of the points is we can look for the project specific terms. Okay, valid point. Okay, that's a good hint. Can I move on, guys? Next question. This one. Okay, please come in the video, guys. How many times you are making me tell in the whole recording? If you do a timestamp study, it will be telling it 30 times at least. Okay, please stay in the video, guys. Otherwise, PMP exam you will find it difficult. I'm telling. Okay, because of your relaxed nature. This is a pure math question, guys. Quick. I think whomsoever I have answered it, they have answered it correctly. Quick, guys. Okay, can you start? So 1040 story points remaining. Okay, and what is that? How many they can deliver per sprint? 65. So 1040 divided by 65. The answer is 16. Okay, and now one sprint is how many weeks? They said 2 weeks. So 16 times 2 weeks. Okay, 32 weeks. 32 weeks is equivalent to 8 months. Is that clear, guys? That's why the correct answer is C. Clear, guys? Now moving on to 56. 56 question on the screen. 56, okay? Great, guys. I'm really happy all of you guys have quickly chosen A as a correct answer. Okay. A team member who is unfamiliar with the subject matter is struggling to complete a complex deliverable. One team member is struggling. What should the project manager do to ensure the team member is able to take a similar challenge in future? Right now, he's struggling. He's struggling. Okay. How can you make sure that he's feeling more relieved next time? You should put him in a training so that he's comfortable with that particular subject matter. Very straightforward. Okay, guys. Fantastic, guys. A is the correct answer choice. That's it. So moving on, 57. 57 on the screen. Can you start? So this is a good question, guys. But unfortunately, what I want to tell you, the truth is, so far no one have answered the correct answer. Okay, so let's start. Okay, guys. A very simple question. A large-scale project has been consistently progressing. It is progressing, but note for the keyword. I told no. Always look for the keyword. However, however means it's something positive before that. No, that means after however, definitely it will be a negative thing. I told you, right? However and but. Please be careful. They change the mood of the statements. Okay. So, however, the team recently ran into difficulties. Something happened with the team recently into completing some complex stories and maintaining velocities. Okay, they're not able to maintain their velocity and they're not able to complete some complex stories. What should the project manager do to enhance the team's performance? Okay. So, first choice, I hope anyone have chosen A? Yes, someone have chosen A. Okay. So let me tell you, focusing on servant leadership necessarily will not guarantee that the team performance will be improved. Is that clear? That is what you have to think. Okay. It does not enhance team performance. Can you guarantee a servant leadership mindset? And by default, a project manager or a scrum master, whenever they are doing, no, by default, it will be having a servant leadership mindset. You don't have to again focus on that. Okay. It is only a cushion. Doing servant leadership doesn't enhance team performance. Is that clear? A is ruled out. Second one, perform a root cause analysis. What root cause analysis you will do, guys? People who chose B, I have to ask you guys, what root cause analysis? Overall, the teams recently they ran into difficulty in completing some complex stories. So somewhere the team collaboration is not happening properly. You are not organizing the meetings properly. They are not able to get in touch. They are not able to maintain. They are not able to stay in sync. Okay, all these things are coming to your mind. There is nothing root cause analysis. You can attribute to multiple things. Okay, so there is nothing particularly, oh, they are from this country where there is a lot of cold is there. Nothing like that. You cannot pinpoint on anything, guys. It's a common phenomenon. Okay, it's a bandwagon effect. You cannot just do one particular thing as a root cause. Okay, because it's a very general thing they have told. Okay, third one, seek insight from a mentor. Okay, I told you very clearly before also, the solution lies within the team. Don't think the solution lies outside. Okay, that is a very good mindset, guys. All your problems, the solution lies within you. Okay, it doesn't lie outside. Okay, so don't think about seeking insight from a mentor and all. You have to talk to people, guys. You have to talk to the team members. Okay, so these three are ruled out, guys. So the only thing left over is team communication, improve team communication. So probably you have to organize more gelling events, okay, so that they are able to understand the complex stories more clearly. Any chance of you to facilitate or collaborate, you should do. Okay, so that is the thing I want to tell, guys. Okay, this is a very silly question. Okay, all the options are usually silly. Okay, that's what I want to tell about this. And you have to choose a least worst. Okay, this is a type of question in which all the options are worst. You have to choose a least worst option choice. Okay, speak up. Yes, Pashiti.
Yeah, so my point here is team communications. How do you recognize that with the statement given, team communication is a problem? It is the questions is difficulties in completing some complex stories, right? So they're stuck somewhere. How do we say that team communications is the cause?
No, it's not the cause. That is what I'm telling. See, the question, that's what
Or
I
is
said.
the
The
answer?
question,
Sorry.
answer. The question doesn't clarify what exactly is a problem. Okay, it is just telling as a project manager what you can do to enhance team's performance. That's it. My point is, if you choose A, B, C, okay, like it doesn't clearly. Hey, someone's just disturbing. Who's just unmuted? Pramod, is that you? Can you go on mute? Yeah, perfect. So when you choose, I think you're talking about performing a root cause analysis. No, it doesn't help us to enhance the team's performance. Okay, which can't be. That's what I'm telling. And you are telling that particularly one particular reason is there for the team's productivity coming down, team not able to maintain velocity. The thing is overall, why do some projects fail? The project manager is not organizing meetings properly. You cannot just particularly pinpoint. Okay, so in this batch, I'm trying my level best to make the people participative. Okay, so if I do a root cause analysis, why people are not participating? Imagine one very silent, what do you say, a different set of trainer. Okay, he's doing a root cause analysis. Why the participants are not interacting? Is there a particular reason? You need to engage. You need to facilitate the session in such a way that you give enough chances for people to interact. Okay, that's when. So there is no one reason to which you can pinpoint. It's a general problem. Okay. How can you avoid diseases like that? When someone asks, no, okay, stay away from this, like that, we cannot tell, no, that is a root cause analysis when particular culprit is there. So there is nothing like that here. It's general. If you see the statement, no, it's a very cute question. The team members ran into difficulties completing some complex stories, maintaining, and they are not able to maintain the velocity. Something very general. Okay, so a root cause analysis will not help us to narrow down to a particular problem. It's a very general statement. If it was very specific, no, I got your point. Okay, Rachiti, if it is a very specific question, a couple of user stories they couldn't complete. Okay, then it would have been very clear. But it is a very general problem they have told in the question.
So
That's what I would say.
yeah, so Vishak, improving teams communication, right? So it means that there's a lack in communication somewhere, not happening properly, right? People are not engaging.
Yeah,
So that is a
yeah.
problem. So you only understand that problem when you do a research, that when you go deep into
No,
the understanding what is causing the complexity here. So root
no.
cause analysis.
Hold on. See, one point I told you, first of all, this question is messed up. And the 4 answer choices are worst. Okay, see, that's why I told you, you have to apply a trick called as least worst approach. Okay, see, if you go with root cause analysis, I would say, how? Okay, because there is no single problem. It's not clearly pinpointing to anything. So that's what I'm asking. So Nilanjan and Prachiti, when you guys are speaking up, are you telling more than team communications, root cause is a better option? What is that? Because all the options are messed up.
That's what I'm opting for, because only then I will know whether it's a skill issue, knowledge issue, comms issue, and then I'll take the action.
But do you think something like that? It's not some user stories. What I want to tell you is, it's not a specific thing which failed. Okay, something
because
like that.
they were doing fine until this happened, right? So they were doing fine. So the communication was okay, everything was okay. All of a sudden, they were not meeting the deadlines or whatever difficulties they're facing. So if I don't do a root cause analysis, then how would I get to the bottom of the problem? And improving team communication is a solution that I'm offering. So how do I come to that solution? Only if I do the RCA, right? That's what I'm
I do support
Hold on.
that.
One more point I would say. See, there are PMP questions where I would change the word a little bit. Okay, guys, just hold on. Okay, see, if I have changed this whole last sentence, no, what you see here, what should the project manager do? Oh, sorry, nothing else, guys. 1 minute. Okay, first. Okay, if I've replaced that with first, then it would have been okay. Okay, do first. I think people in the morning batch, you guys saw some question, preventive type. I mean, the first thing you have to do like that. Okay, so if that was the case, then I agree with Nilanjan. I agree with Prachti that you should do a root cause analysis. But this is expecting a solution here. Okay, so don't worry about it. If he's telling that improve team communication, obviously he would have done some research on it. Okay, otherwise the question should have been first. Okay, there is a word matters, guys. Okay. We will see some questions today, okay, where it is expecting the keyword first will be there. I think you guys didn't see. Last week, did you see, guys? Have you noted down? The first thing a project manager do like that, did I emphasize? If that was the case, then I would have gone with B. Okay, now my question is, are you sure that when before the project manager told team communication, he didn't do a root cause analysis? Because it is telling what should the project manager do to make sure that the solution is there. Okay, so he should not do a RCA. RCA is the first step, but not the solution giving step. Okay, so something else, guys. That's what I want to tell. Guys, do you remember one question? Any questions we discussed in this, guys? PM should do first, like that. Did we discuss?
Yeah, Vishak.
Yes.
Yes, I should know.
Yeah. So probably some other questions also we will see. Okay, then your mindset will change. Okay, that is what I want to tell. I totally agree with people who are choosing B, but in case that word first is there, then only. Okay, but otherwise we want something which is more solution oriented rather than what should the PM do first. This is favorite, guys. Don't worry. Okay, what should PM do first is a favorite type of question.
It's a very difficult judgment call in during the exam. It's going to be very difficult judgment call for some of us.
No problem. Okay, that's the thing. No, that's the request I'm making to you guys. Okay, people who are finding it difficult, you should schedule your exam quickly, guys. The more you leave from my hands next week, things are going to be difficult, even more difficult. Okay, if you're waiting for a perfect day, oh, I will gain confidence and then I will schedule the exam. That is not going to come. That's all I have to tell. Okay, people who are thinking I will learn more. This is the best, guys. Okay, make hay while the sun shines. Like today and tomorrow, with that mindset setting, you guys can attend the morning batch also. People are attending from the morning here. Okay, they have scheduled their exam, some of them. Okay, December 10th, 13th, like that. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, guys. So when you do like that, you're quick. The result will be very quick, guys. That fading out will not happen. What to do now? Okay, At least now if your slots, if your application is approved, no, go ahead and schedule your exam. Okay, because this mindset setting will play a huge role. Okay, so 58. Can we start? So that is great, guys. Okay, many people have chosen B, and in fact, Raja is even confident. I will stick to B, like that he has typed. Okay, so that's great, guys. So the correct answer choice here is B. It is not D, guys. I think some of you guys have chosen D. Let me start. Okay, the whole question is telling a new product was accepted by the customer. Okay, note down the point, guys. Accepted by the customer. Okay, now after 2 weeks, the project manager receives a complaint that the customer is saying the product's functionality is incomplete. Okay, what do you think? This is very common, guys. Whenever we purchase something at the shop, okay, why do we tell, okay, no, you just open it and show whether it is working or not? Correct. Why? After we take it home and we say that it is damaged, they are not going to replace it for us unless it is Amazon or something. What I'm telling is, if you buy it from a shop and if something is damaged after you take home, okay, if it is not working after 1 day, they are not going to replace it, guys. Okay, you have to talk directly with the company. Okay, so the point here is you need to get the product validated by the customer. Okay, that is a keyword here. Validating by the customer means what? If Joby have given me an order, okay, to make a cake, okay, it's 3-floor cake, okay, 3 steps are there, okay. So what I will do, I will ask Joby to come and check, okay, is it fine? Okay, are you happy with it? Before you make the payment, you check. Okay. Later, if you come and tell, no, it's not good, that design is not good, no, later it will be difficult. Okay, so validating the scope with the customer means what? Before you sign off, you make sure that the customer is not happiness. Again, I want to tell what Mohammed told. No, it is not to check whether the customer is happy or was the expectations met. We can't make people happy. Okay, we can't meet their expectation. But whatever we have told in the initial requirements, am I able to deliver the cake accordingly? So that process of checking is called as validating the scope with the customer. Okay, so B is the correct choice, guys. Okay, now request and inspection of the product is good thing, but that is done by my team members. If I'm a project manager, inspection is usually internal. Okay, it got nothing to do with customer coming back later that the functionality is incomplete. Okay, inspection will go on. Okay, it is not going to attack the problem statement. Next is C. Anyone have chosen C here? Luckily, no one have chosen. Simply, there is no need to escalate to sponsor and all. Okay, and then D, review the validate scope process. It would have been right if it is told in the question that the customer have validated the scope. So something is wrong with the validation. Maybe you sent an image. Okay, I sent an image of the cake to Joby and said, okay, can you make the payment? Okay, so that is not enough. We need to strengthen that. We need him to come and physically be present at the time of collecting the cake. Are you getting is what I'm telling? So if it was already told that validation is done, then you need to strengthen the validation process. But here it is not told like that. Okay, that's the reason D is wrong. Okay, quick ask.
Vishak, okay, can you please repeat? Because review the validate scope process, and in our option B, validate the scope with the customer. So if any issue is there, like instead of going directly to the customer and resolving it, better to check, review the scope process, what is being done before and given to the customer.
No, the question says that nowhere in the question says that the scope validating scope was done. So that is that what should the project manager do first? He should just review. He should just validate the scope with the customer. Nothing wrong with that. That process means I told no, whenever you order something, a cake or something, no, we'll just show before making the final payment, sir, this is what it is. Make payment, you have a look, like that we'll show. That's all. Checking whether the customer is getting what he asked in the initial requirement. So that is nowhere told in the question, it is done. Okay. It is just accepted by the customer. That's all. So this is a very valid process. Okay. That means in the question, it is very clear that this process is missed. So we are just adding that process. That's all. Validating the scope. It is there in one of the slides, guys. I think in the quality slides, one title itself is validate the scope. Okay. I told it as a flow in between the sessions. Okay. So you guys can check that in the quality. Okay. So moving on further, 58, 59. Okay, can we start? Okay. So I think this question, guys, okay, a project's team performance has declined for the last 3 iterations. In the last 3 iterations, it has come down. Okay. Some of the team members are disappointed and raise their concerns during the retrospective meeting. Okay. So what is the pain point right now? Team members are disappointed because of team performance declining in the last 3 iterations. And they express that in the retrospective meeting. What should the project manager do at this juncture? Okay. So first one, guys. Okay. So what I want to tell is some of you, I think all of you guys have chosen A. Okay. I would say it's a temporary fix, guys. That is what I want to tell. Okay. Identify potential failure points based on the iteration workload. Okay. That means I know this sounds very similar to finding out a root cause, something like that. Okay. But don't you think that that is like if you have a symptom and you are just trying to pacify that symptom rather than trying to find out the root cause? This is actually a symptom, failure points. Okay. You're just trying to attack that symptom rather than trying to find out the root cause of the problem. Okay. So I don't totally go with A. Okay, guys, that's what I wanted to tell. What about B? Motivate the team to perform better. Okay, again, that's a very vague thing. Okay, we want to find here exactly. Okay, I think Nilanjan and for people who had a concern in the previous question, here we need to find out the exact thing because there is nothing like a solution to enhance, nothing like that. Okay, so we need to be more deep digging. Is that clear, guys? So simply motivating, don't worry, guys, that is not going to help. Okay, so that's the reason B is ruled out. Okay, and then focus on remediation, not merely on correcting the symptoms. Look at that, guys. Let's say this is just a tip of the iceberg. What is the tip of the iceberg? The team performance has declined over the last 3 iterations. Okay, so we need to find out a permanent fix to that, no, rather than just finding out, oh, what was extra loud in the last 3 sprints. Rather than thinking like that, we should find out the behavioral issue, the root cause issue. Okay, so C is more better than A, guys. That is what I want to tell. A is just identifying for this particular instance. Okay, it's like over a year, 12 times you get fever, 12 times you take antibiotics, and then what happens? The fever calms down. But you should find out why this is happening frequently. So I liked C. more than A. Okay. Any more discussion? What about D? Compare the team performance against other. No. Don't compare and all, guys. That's it. So A and C only is a confusion. I think you guys didn't have any confusion. All of us chose A only. But now does C make sense, guys? Please speak up. The language. Okay. So we'll move on, guys, to the question number 60. Can you discuss? Quick. Raja, your initial guess was right. Okay. So can you start? So a supplier and his client agree on about 80%, not 100%, guys, 80% of the scope. Okay, for a project contract they are working. Okay, now the client has a fixed budget. Okay, and target completion date, both are there. That means constraints. Okay, budget and target completion date both are fixed. Okay, and wants to get the best business value from the project as possible by increasing the scope based on a best effort delivery. Something blah blah, guys. I also totally didn't get. Okay, close to the end of the project. Is that clear? Something only thing which I caught from this question is 80% only is finalized, budget is fixed, completion date is also fixed. These are the three things which I caught up in this question. Is that clear? What should the project manager do? Okay, first thing, guys, create the contract based on the agreed scope and plan an addendum for scope changes. Okay, that means for every scope changes you have to add an addendum. Is that clear, guys? But that is not good, guys, because that makes the process so cumbersome. Okay, 80% is finalized. The remaining 20% we should give the flexibility, correct? We should not tell, hey, you have to add it as a clause in the contract, add it as an addendum. Like that, if you are so adamant, no, it doesn't make sense. Okay, is that clear? The client is ready to pay fixed price. He's telling 80% is clear. The remaining 20, let's work on an effort basis. Are you getting the deal, what I'm telling? Imagine our session got over last one day. Let's say tomorrow's session, I'm keeping it open. Okay. That doesn't mean you have to clarify in the contract. No, what is that? You can just utilize that time with me for anything. Are you getting my point? So it's effort based. Okay. So A becomes very process oriented or documentation oriented. Okay. Like, right? Addendum, adding to a contract. That is what we don't keep on doing it, guys. Okay. Because that 20% flexibility we need. Okay. So that's the reason A is ruled out. Now, what about B? Ensure that a change control process is documented in the contract. Again, guys, see, the customer wants flexibility for the 20%. 80% he's clear. So for that 20%, it will be a pain for him if you go with change control. Is that clear? So that is also not good. Okay. Third thing, okay, propose a dynamic scope contract option and add a fixed number of iterations. Okay, that is a good thing, guys. Dynamic scope contract means 80% is fixed. Listen carefully, guys. This is exactly what our session right now is. Okay, I could finish the sessions for in this batch in 3 weeks. Okay, the 4th week, did you notice this is little bit dynamic? Okay, because there is no idea from my side, guys, how many questions I'm going to discuss. Okay, maybe in this batch, okay, morning guys are there. Okay, the frequency of questions will be different. In morning, we would have discussed 25 questions, 30 questions. In the evening, we would be discussing 40 questions. We don't know. I don't have a clear agenda, how much I should finish. But for the portions which got over, right, what happened in the last 3 weeks, I had a clear agenda. I was going very much on track. Are you getting a feel, guys? So here, a dynamic scope contract is a good thing, guys. And we can go with a fixed number of iterations. Again, classic, guys, in our case. I am not going to keep on doing this quiz, guys. By tomorrow, whatever questions we can finish, we will finish. If you guys are asking questions more, our number of questions will be less. I don't worry about that because I believe in the quality of discussions, okay, not in the quantum of questions. Okay, but we have a fixed number of iterations. Are you getting? Tomorrow our session is getting over. So option C is perfect, guys. Are you getting a point what I'm telling? And then D, increase the number of resources. No, we can't increase because they have told very clearly in the question it is fixed budget. We can't think about increasing the number of resources. That's why D is ruled out. Any questions, guys? Quick. Shoot.
Yeah, because you're telling it's a dynamic
Vishak.
scope contract, can you hear me?
Yeah. No, I said Vishak.
Yeah.
Not because, yeah.
Like as per the statement, what is there in the question is scope, budgets is fixed and the 80% of the completion is done. So normally whenever in the predictive type, in this type of project, initially the contract is being made and whatever the changes comes, that will be added to the addendum. So if you're considering the dynamic scope, we haven't seen any dynamic contract, a dynamic means it's getting changed anytime.
No,
But
that is what.
already...
One minute. That's why I'm telling. See, if you go with addendum, for every small changes, you have to revise the contract. You have to go through that cumbersome process. The classic example I said, our batch. Okay, guys, our batch is having 4 week session. Correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 weeks we were going in a predictive way. I had a clear plan, guys. Okay, the 4th week is flexible. If I say, okay, mock quiz, what is that we are doing right now? Sheet number 3. Okay, there is nothing like exactly I will do sheet number 3. If you guys told no, we are doing sheet number 2, I would have started with that. If you say that let's start with question number 40, we would have started with that. So this portion is highly fluidic, guys. Okay, so if you keep making that documented, it will be like Star Agile team will release a circular. 3 weeks portions will be completed. 4th week, this many questions will be covered. Like that, a contract will come from Star Agile, but it is not coming. This is something I'm doing out of my extra interest. Okay, so something like that, guys. You have to imagine. So this much, I agree. Okay, for the client, 80% is fixed, but the remaining 20%, this is fluidic, but the time is fixed. That's why I told. Compare it with our session. You guys can ask. We can cover as many questions as possible today and tomorrow. Only for today and tomorrow. So our scope is fluidic in this case. Can you see? But the time is fixed. It's exactly matching, guys. Add a fixed number of iterations. One more session tomorrow. If you guys are spending too many time in this quiz, okay, that's it. So, but the scope is dynamic, right? Are you getting a feel?
Yes.
But you guys are enrolled for a 4-week batch. There is nothing like I have to finish 60 questions. There is no comment. In fact, this quiz itself is a dynamic scope. It's an add-on scope. But that I don't make that into a contract with Star Agile. This is for the happiness. I said no. That's why morning, evening, like that confusion is there. That confusion is the joy. I enjoy that. Okay, I asked morning batch which quiz we were doing. They were discussing some other quiz in the morning. Okay, so that's fine, guys. That uncertainty is fine. Okay, are you getting, guys? Are you able to compare with our way, guys? Because I was very much on time, guys. Okay, the previous week, okay, but now it is relaxed. Okay, because I believe in the quality of the discussion. Yes, quick, guys. Type your percentages, guys. Okay, on a scale of 10. This 10 questions were a little bit difficult. I know many of you guys would have got a low score. It's fine, guys. Okay, let's target towards an improvement. Okay. Many of you guys have got 7, 7, 7. Okay. Any more questions, guys? Shoot. And try to come in the video also. Okay, 7. Can you start 61?
Vishak, one thing. In the mock tests, what you have given, I was practicing through that mock tests. So in that, like, I was scoring 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. So I didn't plan the date because, like, thinking it may increase in the coming mock test. So that is the reason why, like, 6 again, like, it is
one
getting
point.
down.
So, 1 point. So you attempted 7, 8, 7, 8 like that. Mock quizzes, you should attempt 60 questions in a single shot. I told, right? Don't do that. 10, 10 is very dangerous. You have to attempt 60 questions in a single shot. Now I can do this because we are in an interactive session. Okay. When you attempt the mock quizzes, guys, you should attempt 60 questions in a single shot. We need to test your patience. Okay. So Mohammed, answering 10 questions in 10 into 6 like that, it is very easy compared to attempting 60 questions in a single shot. So experience that, guys. Okay. So don't attempt in break. Attempt 60 questions in a single shot. If you have 1 hour, then only you attempt a question. Okay, otherwise don't attempt. Yeah, sorry, continue, Mohammed. So that you correct, okay? Yeah, then what is the concern? Yeah. No, you're telling something. I interrupted you. So what you are telling, Mohammed? While
That
you
is
attempted the
like,
quiz?
based upon the scores, like, what I've seen, like, I thought to just postpone a little bit of a week for the exam date because, like, to get it completely, like, to have more than 9 and 10, something like that, equivalent to 9 and
But make sure you are building that stamina. I said, no, 60 questions, you should be able to stay focused. Okay. And in that 60 questions, for 1 hour, if you are doing, you should score 80%. Okay. 80% means 6 and 8, 48. 48 questions, you should be able to make correct in 60 questions. This is the target I am setting. Okay. 12 questions can go wrong. Okay. If you are consistently, let's say, 2, 3, 4 more quizzes, or let's say any of the 60 quizzes you chose, you are able to focus on 48 questions correct, well and good. But don't break it, guys. Breaking it and scoring is easy. Again, I'm telling, okay, stick to that 1 hour duration. Okay, because I think I told you, right, 60 questions for the actual PMP. Once you finish, did I tell that, guys? If in that case, it will be a repetition. I told, right? So you'll be offered a 10 minutes break. That is discussed, right? Yeah. So don't that's why, guys, I'm telling you, follow that practice. 60 questions followed by a short break. Okay. That's the thing. And one more thing, guys, I want to tell, like, in the morning batch, I clarified. So the mock quiz 2, okay, is having mock quiz 2. No, can some of you confirm the options jumbled up? I spoke in the morning, no? The mock quiz 2 has got a problem. Okay, the options are jumbled up. Okay, jumbled up means A, B, C, D will be there. Okay, and in the answer choice, if you say B is the correct answer, okay, elephant is the correct answer. Okay, then in the answer choice, it will be written as something else. Let's say D, elephant, like that. So you have to be careful. Don't map the options and get panicked. You got my point, everyone? The answers are correct only, but the options are jumbled up. Please accommodate. It's a mistake from my side. Okay, but you got know what is that I'm telling? You have to check for the answer description, not for the option. Clear?
Indexing is wrong.
What is that?
Indexing is wrong. So wording is correct, but index is wrong there, no?
Indexing is wrong. Right, exactly. So please be careful. You check for the when you discuss, when you evaluate. No, obviously we'll be evaluating the mindset, right? So please make sure you're putting an extra effort. Okay, don't just AC like, oh, my every answer is wrong, like that. Don't conclude. Okay, I think in one of the quizzes I forgot mock quiz 2, I think. Okay, so moving on, guys. Further, guys, only 5 people are there in the video. Turn on your videos, guys. Okay, I think only for people who are in the video, I will allow asking questions, guys. I'm going to revise the ground rules, okay, in this batch. Okay, if you are coming the video, then only you can ask questions, like that I'll make it. Okay, because you have to build that, guys. Otherwise, you are very relaxed. Okay, so 61st, can we start? 61st. You can ask, okay, all of you. Don't take me wrong. Okay. Okay. Can we start? 31, sorry, 61. I think this time many people have answered it correctly. So quite a few people have chosen B as well. Okay, many people have chosen B and many people have chosen D. But guys, the good news is, the correct answer is D. Okay, let's start. Okay, guys, a project manager has taken over from an ongoing project. Okay, the previous project manager resigned from the company. He's no longer working with our company. Okay, during a review of the project documentation, the new project manager, okay, he realized that there are major deviations in the procurement process. Okay, used by the previous project manager. Okay, to engage with some service providers currently working on the project. Okay, what should the project manager do next? Okay, so I think you guys had a dilemma between B and D. No, guys, B is ruled out. Okay, we can't just contact the previous project. We can't just contact the service providers to discuss deviation and demand they will dissolve the issue. First thing, demand is not a very good word. I think I told you. Order, instruct, reprimand, warn, demand. Okay, demand is not. How can you demand? How can you be sure that this is a problem with the service providers? Okay, maybe you can request. And second thing, contacting the service providers to understand the problem. Up to that, it is good. But you can't demand and all, guys. That's why B is ruled out. Make sense, guys? Okay. Now, what about the next one? I think there is a confusion between B and D. No, flag the abnormal procurement process as a critical issue for the attention of senior management. This is where you have to escalate, guys. Okay. I think yesterday's session, not yesterday's, last week's session, morning, guys. Okay, everyone, please listen. I have told you rarely only we escalate, but this is a situation where you have to escalate. Why? Because something is a major discrepancy, and that too related to procurement process, which is beyond our control. So, and you're newly joined. What you can do? You have to escalate to this to get the attention of the senior management. Is that clear, guys? So behave, show that maturity. Okay, when to escalate, you should know. I never recommend escalate. Okay, rarely project management professional exam asks for an escalate option. But this is that situation. Okay, it is expecting you to escalate it. Okay, because you are helpless. What is thumb rule I told you for escalation? Only if you are helpless, you should escalate. Yes, here you are helpless. A, B, C is not going to help. Okay, only D is going to help. Okay, and I will explain, guys. A, call the previous project manager. Emmanuel, you have chosen A. That is not possible. Okay, because he has left the organization. Okay, maybe he will not even pick up the call. Okay, so that's not possible, guys. Okay, and then anything else I should discuss?
Yeah, Vishak, here, what I understood is instead of raising the issue to the senior management, since it's a service provider, and as a project manager is having the authority on the project, so we can demand the service provider what was the issue was there. Then something comes out, then we can raise it to the management.
No, I will tell you two things. Okay, first thing, demand is not in our dictionary. Okay, Mohammed, you can note it down confidently. Okay, demand, instruct, warn, all these are not there. Second thing, how are you sure that they have to resolve the issue? That is what my question is. How are you sure that they have to resolve the issue? Realizes that there are major deviations in the procurement process. It may be because of the fallacy. It may be because of the incompetency of the previous project manager. We don't know. Service providers are outside people. And third thing, a bad news, don't share with outsiders. They will have panic. Okay. Imagine Star Agile is having one of the fake trainers. Okay. Will they tell to you people, oh guys, one of the batches which we were handling, that trainer is not PMP certified. Like that, they will not inform you. Okay, they will keep it as a secret, because once you inform something to outsiders, no, it can go in any dimension. Okay, so before you pick up the phone and tell the secret to outsiders, you have to be careful. Okay, and second thing, demand, that word is not good, and you are expecting that they are the people who have to resolve the issue. It is not clear who have to resolve the issue. Okay, I would have just appreciated contact the service providers to understand the rational, status, something like that is enough. But too much of extra details is coming in B. That's the reason it is wrong. And what about C, guys? I never explained C. Let me tell. Report the service providers and the previous project manager to the ethics committee. Maybe it's an ignorance, guys. He's not doing any malpractice. Okay. When do we report it to ethics? When you have a solid proof that he has done something, he has violated some compliance, he has violated some rules, he has tried some misbehavior, misconduct, like that. If you could prove, then only you report it as part of the ethics committee. Otherwise, simply don't degrade anyone. Okay, guys? Think twice or thrice before you report to ethics committee, because you should have enough data. Okay, that's the reason C is wrong. Okay, yes, Rishabh.
So the only reason I eliminated B was would it be a very good option to contact a service provider immediately on assuming the duties as a project manager? You are already, what if the problem lies within our system? You're opening a can of worms within our organization to the outsider.
Same thing. See, Mohammed, I think he could draft it better. Okay, see, that's a beauty. Okay, so Rishabh could tell it in a better way. We are opening up our fallacies to the outsiders. You have to be careful. Okay.
Yeah, but since currently working on the project, it means like he's already engaged.
Now he's part of our family. No, I mean, Rishabh, Mohammed, you have joined a new company as a project manager. Some loophole in your system, you don't want to open up to the service providers. You hold on. Okay, yeah. I'm not telling it is not the worst option, but it's not the best option. Correct, no, Rishabh? Anything else? That's valid point, okay? So, moving on. 60 seconds. Okay, can you start? Guys, you should not make mistake for this question. I told you multiple times, guys. Don't disappoint me. Why there is C, D, A and all? Okay. Can you start? The sponsor of a multi-million-dollar project, okay, has just called the project manager for a crisis meeting. Okay. In that meeting, the client submitted a formal request to drastically compress the schedule in order to meet a legal deadline. Okay. So this request came from our sponsor. Okay. So what I want to tell you guys is I told you multiple times, guys. Okay. People who chose any other option other than D. Okay. I could see, okay, Emmanuel, you have chosen C. Rishabh, you have chosen C. Evans, okay. Jyoti, you have chosen C. Not good, guys. I told you, even if God, G-O-D, God comes to you and tells for doing some changes to either scope, cost, or schedule, you have to route it to the CCB, guys. How many times it was told? There is no doubt in that. Okay. You prepare a change impact assessment report for review, and then followed by that, you will submit it to the CCB. That's it. Why are you jumping into crashing? People who chose C, no, another problem I want to tell you. Crashing is only one schedule compression technique. Okay. How are you sure that we can increase the budget? What is the problem with going with crashing? Emmanuel and Rishabh, what is the drawback of going with crashing? The budget will shoot up, increase. Correct. Is it told in the question that we are ready to take care of the additional budget? Don't jump into conclusions, guys. There are two schedule compression techniques, crashing and fast tracking. So don't tell that why crashing particularly. I'm not getting, because that's the reason C is wrong. Okay. Now, who have chosen A? Dinesh, you have chosen A. Initiate procedures to fast track. See, You have got another friend. Okay, Dinesh is telling fast tracking, and you guys are telling crashing. Why? These are two schedule compression techniques, guys. We can't decide. We are poor project managers. Okay, we only propose. Man proposes, God disposes, like that. Okay, we only propose this. Okay, let the CCB decide what to do. Okay, don't suggest something from our side. Okay, guys. That's the reason A and C are equally wrong. After saying A and C, you should not have chosen, guys. These two are equally important schedule compression technique. Unless the question gives an inclination to anything, you should not choose A and C. Okay. Anyone who has chosen B here? Oh, Pramod, you are also there. B. Okay. Implement the required changes to the project schedule. Good boy approach. Oh, sponsor told no, let me implement. Like that he's doing. That is also not good, guys. Okay. You should get it reviewed, even if it is God. You should get it reviewed, guys. That's all. Yes. What is that, Rishabh?
So I just had an observation since morning, which whatever cases that we have studied, review is a very favorite word of PMI, and all the questions which have had review as one of the option came out to be correct.
Good. Side interpretations. Okay, that is also right. Like review, I think you can connect with the other mindset I told in the morning. Analyze over action. Okay, analyze. Another word for analysis is review, right? So we need to review. Okay, that's good. Okay, don't jump into actions. Right? That's a valid point. Okay, so everyone, I told you, right? I think in the previous session we discussed. Okay, don't jump into actions. Like Rishabh told. No, let me phrase it in a different way, guys. Analysis over action. Okay, he told review. That is totally fine. That is correct. We have to give more emphasis for reviewing, because that's what we know. We are project managers. We have to review the data. Okay, so review. I think more than that, no, I would say this, guys: analysis over action. Okay, so next time onwards, please don't make the mistake, guys. A and B, C are actions. Okay, only D is analysis. Okay, and B is very humble action. Okay, so don't be so humble. Okay, Pramod. Even if it is a sponsor, you can tell change requests need to be submitted. Okay, whether it is multi-million or multi-billion project. Okay, Pramod, don't forget. So moving on, guys. Okay, I don't want you guys to make a mistake in this. You will fail if you make mistakes in change. Okay, process domain is very important for the PMP. Okay, not scaring you guys. Please pay attention. Okay, so moving on to 50. What is that next question? 63. Can you start? Wow, that's great. I can see a bunch of D. Really happy, guys. Okay, so a serious quality issue has been identified. Okay, during the implementation of a major public infrastructure project. Please be careful. Okay, we are playing with a lot of people's life. Okay, the issue is likely to cause a substantial delay to the committed project completion date. Okay, it's an issue has been identified and it's going to cause a delay. What should the PM do? Okay, ignore the issue. A big no. Okay, delay the project until the newly identified quality issue can be completely resolved. Why do you want to delay the project? You work on the issue resolution. You don't have to focus on something delaying. Okay, implement a strategy to address the newly identified issues without notifying. Why are you so particular about notifying the stakeholders? Are you trying to hide something? It's unethical. Okay? Very easy, guys. So the correct answer choice is meet with the project team and stakeholders to discuss the issue and possible solution. Collaborate. Okay, again, if you observe some of the things, it's a collaboration, guys. Okay, focus on collaboration, meeting, talking to people in terms of resolving issues. Just like review was the keyword, like Rishabh answered. No, here it is collaborate, problem solving. That is the thing. Okay, guys. So fantastic. Moving on to the next question. 64 only. No, next. 63, 64. Yeah. This is also a very silly question, guys. Don't make mistake. Every option has got a problem. You have to choose the least worst. Okay. It's a very childish question, I would say. Look for the keywords. Can you start? Okay. In a kickoff meeting, the sponsor informs the project team that stakeholders does not have sufficient time to meet about this project in the near future. Okay, in the kickoff only he's telling, hey, I don't think some of the people will have enough time to discuss about the project in the near future. Okay, now the sponsor would like to assign another stakeholder to this project as a replacement. Okay, so what should the project manager do at this juncture? Okay, so if we start, guys, okay, request that replacement be an individual with decision-making capabilities. Okay, so it's nowhere told anything related to decision, gone. Okay, next one, set up a meeting with the replacement sponsor as soon as possible to discuss the upcoming agenda. Okay, so one problem which I found here is how can you be so adamant that this should happen as soon as possible? Things are not in our hand. They already told that they do not have sufficient time and a replacement like that and all. So you cannot put a pressure for as soon as possible. You have to be careful. They are busy people. Okay, that is the only reason, guys. Okay, you are putting a timeline pressure on them. Okay, that's the reason this is wrong. Second one, request full attention of sponsor, escalate. Why escalate? Simply. Okay, next one, negotiate meeting times with the sponsor to catch up and facilitate decision making. This is a very calm, not harming anything, guys. That's what I said. The whole 4 options are messed up. Out of this is relatively less messed up. No harm with this option. Did you read it? Negotiate meeting times with the sponsor. Hey boss, when are you available for talking? We need to decide on this quickly. That's it.
So
No
Vishal,
action is coming here. Okay.
Vishal, question is about the stakeholder or sponsor?
The thing is, sponsor would like to assign another stakeholder. So decision has not been made. So it can be like meet with the stakeholder to understand what is the decision. So maybe in that meeting, no, Nilanjan, you may tell, hey boss, don't change that stakeholder. Can we continue with the same guy? Maybe. Or you will tell, can I have another stakeholder? Whatever it is, this is talking about the process of your conversation with the sponsor. It has not been finalized. Okay. It's would like to. Okay, so it's with the stakeholder sponsor only.
Okay.
But here one point I observed is like this is happening in the kickoff meeting. As a team, like they can collaborate there and discuss it's their role, if that is a concept.
No. This is at the sponsor level. Collaborate word and all more at the team level. Forget that. It's at the sponsor level. Okay. So which option, even if you say collaborate, which option you are telling?
Option B.
B. No. That is a problem. That as soon as possible doesn't mean today the kickoff is there, evening 5 p.m. we'll catch up. It's not like that. They're very busy people. Next week, next to next week, something like that. Okay. And don't put pressure on that, guys. That is the only thing. How can you be adamant to them to do this as soon as possible? Okay. And you are assured that a replacement is happening. It is just would like to. He's just in the process. The sponsor is thinking, okay, things are not ready. He told that I would like to change that stakeholder. Then you are telling, okay, who's the new guy? I would love to meet him as soon as possible. Like that you are telling. Got it. Stay with his pace. That's why D is the correct answer.
But since the project has already been kicked off, right? So it is already in the stage started. So if the project has to be completed on time, like the things should happen on as soon as possible, like in the faster pace.
No. I think simply some words you have got confused. See, Sumanesh, as soon as possible is good only. But why are you particular about setting up a meeting with the replacement sponsor? He has not even finalized with his decision of
Okay.
coming up with a replacement sponsor. He's just thinking. So we cannot follow up with people and sponsor telling that, okay, let me know who is the new sponsor quickly. Like that we can't tell. Okay.
Pisak, one question.
Yes.
The replacement is about a stakeholder, not sponsor, right? That is why I thought the replacement,
Exactly.
the word replacement sponsor in B is incorrect, is what I felt.
Yeah, that's why I was asking whether the question is about stakeholder or sponsor.
That is right. In Nilanjan, you were telling that the question is about sponsor's decision to replace a stakeholder. Okay, so that is right. Okay, what Nilanjan and Raja have identified, it is talking about replacement sponsor. We are not talking about replacement sponsor. Sponsor is the guy who is funding. He is telling one powerful stakeholder is going to be replaced, someone else. Okay, so B is right. Okay, it's nowhere talking. So B is the wrong answer. It is nowhere talking about a replacement sponsor. Okay, good point. I missed it. Anything else, guys? Nilanjan, now it's clear, no?
Yes, Vishal, thanks very much. Yeah.
Anything else, guys? Good that you pointed out. What else? Can you move next question? Okay. Yes. Okay, can we start? So this question is slightly different from another question we spoke today. Okay. Based on that light, don't choose an option here. That is the thing I want to tell. Okay. You spoke, no, one previous project manager have left the organization like that. There I told you cannot contact the left project manager. But here it is not like that. A new project manager is hired to replace a project manager who was recently transferred to another project. So one guy is there, he has been transferred to another project. He's still reachable. Okay, he's in the same company only. Okay, the team members tell the new project manager that the project is behind schedule due to delays in document approval from the customer. Okay, so we don't know whether the team members, what they are telling, I'm not telling the team members are lying, whether the fact is true or not. We don't know what their team members are telling. The project is behind schedule. What is the reason? Document approval delay. Whose problem? Customer. These three things the team members are telling. Is that clear, guys? So what should the project manager do first? You just heard that. Okay, you didn't validate anything. Okay, first one, meet with the customer to discuss the delay and negotiate a new deadline, guys. That is too action oriented. I said no, don't jump into actions. Okay, did you validate the delay? Is it really a delay? Is it because of document approval? Why are you worried about talking to the customer? I said no. Today I said to Mohammed, right? Don't spill over our problems to supplier, customers, everyone. Be careful. If there is a real problem, even if there is a real problem, do we really need to disclose it to third party? Think. Okay, don't jump into meeting with the customer. Okay, with the same reason, guys, we can eliminate C also. Look at C. Reach out to customer and expedite document approvals. What if the team is simply offloading their response fault to the customer? Simply you are going to reach out to the customer and asking for document approval expedition. What if everything is happening on time only? Okay, so don't jump into action, guys. People who chose C, so Manish, Sakshi, okay, Dinesh, all of you guys, please understand. Don't just listen to the team. Okay, that's the reason A and C are equally wrong. Another reason, when you talk to customer, please think 10 times. Okay, because you're spilling out your problem. What if the customer replies back rudely? We have sent everything on time. Something wrong with you. I need the report immediately. Like that, if he's replying back rudely, then how embarrassing it will be. So think before you reach out to customer. A and C are ruled out. Got it? Now, B, okay, talk to the previous project manager to understand the situation better. Okay, that is what, guys, I want to understand the situation better because I just know a vague picture. Delay is there, document approval from the customer. Okay, I need to understand the data behind it. So that is the only thing, guys. Okay, so there is nothing wrong in talking to the previous project manager because they just told it is just a transfer. Okay, so I liked B. Okay, hold on. What about D? Assess the impact of the delays on the project schedule and budget. First of all, who said delay is there? Did you validate it? Did you calculate SPI or something? Team members are just telling, see, I just joined this batch. Okay, if you guys are telling that Vishak, the previous trainer, didn't finish anything, we are very much behind. Will I listen to you or will I validate that? I should not just listen to you alone. I need to validate it, guys. So the point is validation. For that, anything you can check. Either you can talk to the previous project manager or you can check some project metrics. Okay, SPI, what is SPI, CPI, what is a CPI, something like that you can check. Some sort of validation before jumping into action is important, guys. Same thing, analysis before action. Okay, yes, speak up. So the correct answer here is B. Okay, yes.
Okay, so if before talking to the previous project manager, why should not I analyze or assess the impact of the delays? Do my homework first and then go and talk to him.
That is right. That is right. But the problem is you have concluded that there is a delay impact. Okay, that is what I'm telling. That I liked the option D, but it should have been phrased better. Analyze the project status. Okay, to see whether there is actually a delay. Who said there is a delay? Team members said no.
The statement says no.
The team members are telling.
I found another anomaly. I found another anomaly in point number D. The team members are informed that there is project is behind schedule, but they have not said anything about the budget. So where did budget come from? That is the reason why it should be.
That is right. But the thing is, overall, what I want to tell, Rishabh is also right. Why unnecessarily budget? Okay, because it's talking about schedule. Second thing, behind schedule, it is what the team says. Okay. I would have liked, I totally agree with Prachiti. The better rephrased option would have been assess the current situation. Look at the SPI, schedule variance. Okay, that makes sense. So you have decided, see, including you, when you said Prachiti, you have decided that there is a delay. Okay, and your mindset is telling to study the impact of the delay. Okay, so who is telling? So delay is just a scam. What if it is? You have calculated there is a delay, and you're one step ahead to calculate the impact of the delay. That is the reason I'm telling. Okay, that phrasing is slightly over enthusiastic. You have taken extra action. That's what I said. No, I liked your word assess, but what to assess you went wrong. Assess if there is actually a delay. Refer some good project metrics to see whether the team, what they are telling is valid or not. Telling may not be valid, guys. Team members will always tell the schedule is delayed, customer is not responding, team members are not responding, supplier is not responding. They will try to offload, guys. Okay. That is, I think there is self-protection, like that there is a term in my PMP Word document. Okay. People would always try to put the onus of something going wrong to someone else. Okay, that's common instinct. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so anything else, guys? Good, guys. Okay, so moving on. 65 is done. Now let's move to the 66. Can you start? So this is a question. Okay, so 66. Okay, so a project manager working in an agile environment realizes that some new team members have difficulty understanding what older team members did to get certain results. Okay, so did you see here? The whole problem statement is about there are a set of new guys and they are not understanding what the old guys have done, the previous guys have done to get certain results on the project. So what is the best thing, guys? They both should interact. It's very clear, correct? So let's discuss. Okay, organize a stakeholder meeting. It's a very broad thing, guys. Stakeholder involves even the sponsor. Okay, how do you want to simply organize a stakeholder meeting? Is it anyway going to address this problem of new team member not understanding what the old team member have done? No way. So gone. Okay, ensure team members focus on their task. Okay, that is also very rude. You are telling, hey, you do your work. Don't tell I didn't understand like that. You are telling. You're discouraging them. Okay. Assess the need for knowledge transfer. That is already done. There is a need for knowledge transfer. That's why they are telling no new team members have difficulty in understanding what the old team members did. So why do you want to assess again? Okay. So lastly, encourage and facilitate peer monitoring, peer mentoring. See here, that is what peer to peer. Okay. Whenever like a new analyst joins, okay, if there is a former analyst already there, some sort of hand holding will be done. Correct. That's it. Very straightforward. Okay. So some of you guys have made wrong here also. Sakshi have made wrong. Okay, don't worry. But is it clear? No, Mohammed, you also made wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
The analysis, knowledge, need for knowledge transfer is already done. We have surpassed that stage. Okay. That's why C is wrong. So 66. This one.
We just did
Missed your question?
66. We have to do 67.
Oh, sorry, 67. Very right. Let me start. So I think many people have chosen D. Some of you guys have chosen B as well. I'm happy for that. So very few people have answered it correctly, but at least some people have answered it correctly. Okay. So a new project manager has taken over an ongoing project. Okay. Progress report shows that project is within the allocated budget and schedule. That's why I put a happy smiley. Okay. I said no, look for the keyword however. Okay. If something is happy, the next statement will be sad. Okay. That's the beauty of however and but. Okay, note that. Okay. A key supplier has indicated that they will not be able to supply critical materials as scheduled. Okay. Now, many of you guys would have jumped at the word critical and connected it with critical path. The critical materials need not be in the critical path. Is that clear? English. Okay. Critical means what? The core component. Okay. If I'm working in a product, the engine maybe or the motherboard may be the main component, the critical component, but that need not be in the critical path. Is that clear? What do you mean by something in the critical path? Something which is driving the whole project schedule. Are you getting the difference? So they just told a critical material he will not be able to supply. That's it, guys. Don't panic. It is just an information. Okay. So what should the project manager do first? Okay. Submit a change request to change control board. Why? He just told that we can't deliver that critical material. Okay. Maybe what is the first thing you should do? You should check the project schedule and see if there is any float associated with it. If there is a float associated with it, you don't need to panic. Are you getting my message clearly? Forget this word critical. Some material got delayed. Okay. If it is having a float of, let's say, delay of 3 days, if that path is having a float of 5 days, should you really be worried? No. Okay. That's the reason no need to go ahead with this change request handle. Review the performance against the project baseline. That is the thing, guys. Okay. You have to check where are we standing? How much float is there? Okay. Are we, can we afford this supplier delaying this material by 3 days? Okay. If he delays by 3 days, will that move this particular path to the critical path? Like that and all you have to do. Okay. Just like Rishabh told, no, look at the word review. Okay. That means you're doing some analysis. Okay, guys. Okay. And then take legal action against defaulting supplier. What defaulting? He just expressed that he will not be able to deliver. And why are you jumping into legal and on any country, whether it is India or any other country, legal is the last choice. Okay, guys. So gone. Document and update the risk register. Many people have chosen. Okay. Pramod, Dinesh, Sakshi, all of you guys, Jyoti, you have chosen D. What is there? That is what I'm telling. What is there to update in the risk register? I don't find anything issue. Don't jump into the word critical. Is that clear? There is no risk here.
The confusion was between B and D actually. In B, we are saying performance again, like because performance is already in green. So like I was confused whether again why to check the performance against the baseline.
No. Allocated, everything within allocated budget and schedule is a very high level statement. Performance against baseline means I've done it, guys. Okay. What we do know once in a while, when we update the project schedule, we will update the actual date and see how the path is changing. Okay. That is what it means. Review the performance against the baseline. Actual date versus planned date. This we do, guys. Okay. Even if my project is well within the schedule and well within the budget. See, if some of you guys, okay, you're telling 3 days, but you took 5 days. So that's a deviation. So I need to compare it with the baseline. Okay, that is the thing. Okay.
But it is risk, no?
Why? Who said it is a risk? What do you mean by risk? If it is alarming only, it is risk. No, that's why I said don't look at the word critical. Okay, see,
Yeah,
I would tell one example.
not looking at the word critical, but looking at the word scheduled.
What is that? They will not be
looking at the word scheduled. They are saying it's not going to be delivered as scheduled.
Still, I would say, Nilanjan, that's what I'm telling people who are still having a doubt. Please revisit the critical path, that topic. See, I'm telling, okay, let's say if Nilanjan said, no, he suppose, let's say we are all meeting on a Saturday, okay. Nilanjan said he will reach by Tuesday, okay. He's just reaching in advance, okay. And who else said, okay, now let's say, okay, Jyoti said she will reach by Wednesday, okay. And let's say Joby said, okay, he will reach only by Saturday morning. Okay, so as far as my eyes is concerned, guys, I'm only concerned about Joby's arrival because we all are meeting on Saturday and he's reaching only on Saturday morning. Okay, now if this Nilanjan is sending me a message that, Vishak, I will not be reaching on the scheduled day. I'll be reaching only on Wednesday. Do you think, guys, it's really a risk? That is what I'm trying to tell. If the activity is in the critical path, then only it is alarming. If it is not in the critical path, don't worry about it.
Okay. And another question, Vishak, I mean, there is a term called schedule baseline. There's a term called scope baseline. There's a term called cost baseline. There's no specific term called project baseline, is there?
No. Sorry, if that was not clarified during the session, project baseline is a culmination of all the three. Okay. What do you mean by project performance baseline? That means everything. It's a blanket keyword. See, there is scope management plan, there is schedule management plan. So it's like you are telling, I have not heard about project management plan. A culmination of all these plans is a project management plan. Just like that, the culmination of the three baselines is a project baseline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vishak, what I considered is the project is on schedule and budget. So it is not on a critical path, definitely. Anyhow, since it is not critical, the other way, like, since the material is getting delayed, so it is only a risk alarmed. Okay, it's on schedule and budget, but there is the risk of delay there. That is the reason why, just to be.
That is what I'm telling. This is a very good practice, guys. Forget PMP. This is applicable in your real projects also. Trust me. If the project, if that delivery, that's what I told. No, see, I think after the example also, Mohammed, if you have doubt, see, Nilanjan said my arrival will be delayed by 1 day. Okay, you tell me, Mohammed, should I capture that in the risk? Nilanjan was supposed to arrive on Tuesday. He's telling he will arrive only on Wednesday. I don't need to capture that in the risk. Only thing I have to capture in the risk is if Joby says that my flight got cancelled, Vishak, I can't reach on Saturday morning. I can reach only by Saturday afternoon. Are you getting? 3 people? Okay. This Nilanjan's delay by 1 day is nothing alarming because there is a float of how many days? We all are meeting on Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4 days of float is there. Are you able to connect, guys? Don't panic. There is no risk here. I can again guarantee. Rishabh, what is that? You have anything? Why still you feel D? You don't need to.
No, so I said I was the one who said review is the key word, and
review.
It.
One more thing. In the morning today, we discussed one similar question. You remember an activity not in the critical path. I asked you guys why you guys are panicked like that. Okay, you don't need to panic, guys. Delay means don't jump into panic. Is it within the cushion? Is it within the accepted tolerance? You have to check, guys. You have to be very practical also. Okay, so this is acceptable. Tuesday to Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah,
1 day
I was put off by the word project baseline because I didn't hear this term before, so I was like, it cannot be. So
yeah.
I'm glad I'm repeating the mistake because it is making me understand the concept better. So you're right, and it's the same mistake.
But don't do it in the actual PMP. Okay, glad and all fine. Okay, so here you can make multiple mistakes. Okay, so not in the. Okay, guys. So this is a good discussion, guys. Okay, a lot of things we saw here. Project baseline means it's a blanket keyword for scope, schedule, and cost. Okay, don't worry too much. Second thing, when you see the word delay, don't panic. Check whether it is affecting within the float. If it is within the float, don't panic. Okay, guys. So. This is very easy, guys. I think you guys understood, no? The rude way of asking is, what's your problem, man? Like that, correct? You're surpassing the project manager, the team members, and directly going to the sponsor. You have to call him separately and ask him, what's your problem? Correct? Indirectly, the polite way of asking it is option D, okay? Meet with the stakeholder to understand their needs. Okay? Any other option should we discuss? All of you guys have answered D, no? So easy one, guys. Okay, meet with the stakeholder to understand the needs. Okay, don't trouble everyone. Okay, it's only this particular stakeholder. Okay, you take him separately and scold him. Okay, or you're simply escalating. So 69 guys. Yeah, what do you think guys? 69th one. Can we discuss? Quick. Okay, I think we can start, guys. The project manager of a large team notices that team members are not interacting with each other. Okay, which is impacting performance and quality. Okay, if you're not interacting. The project manager tries to increase the team morale by inviting members to an after work event. But there also, unfortunately, only a few team members attend. In spite of a dinner and a booze, okay, no one is turning up for that also. Okay, so something is serious problem. Is that clear, guys? So what should the project manager do at this juncture? Okay, send a team survey to collect ideas. See, in spite of inviting for an after work event, they are not responding. Okay, so do you really think they will respond for a team survey? Surveys are very cold way of collecting information. Okay, it won't work. Okay, A ruled out. Continue to invite members to after work events. Okay, that is simply, guys, you are trying again and again. You should address the root cause, guys. Okay, if they don't turn up for one, that means something is problematic. Simply doing the same thing again won't ensure any perfection. Okay, B is also ruled out. Provide occasional incentives to high performing. Okay, here the issue is not about performance. Okay, it's about people not interacting, people not interested in after work events, all this. Okay, so ultimately D. Okay, let's see. Discuss concerns with each team member and establish a plan to improve team skill to help the members grow. That is the thing, guys. So don't worry too much of the option D, language. Look, just like Rishabh mentioned, look for the word, discuss, collaborate, talk it out. Okay, that's all. Okay, any questions?
Yeah, Isaac, when I looked at the question, it says large team. That is why I was skeptical about meeting each team member as in the last option. Why, how, whether will that be against it? So I
Same
was
concern.
confused.
That is right. But one more thing, with each team member doesn't mean it is one-to-one, guys. Okay, there is a difference. For example, this session also we are doing like that. Okay, and that doesn't mean everyone in this batch is asking questions. No, but each one is given a freedom to ask questions. Okay, but I'm responding to each one of you guys. Okay, don't look for the word each unless it states one-to-one alone. Okay, see, impossible, guys. If to drive this, like in this batch there are 35 people, me doing one-to-one sessions is impossible. That I agree. But I can respond to each one of you guys' queries. Correct. That's all. If you don't have any concern, that's fine. That should not be a reason. Okay, guys. Again, my eyes didn't focus on each. Instead, it focused on discuss. That's the mindset change which I'm expecting. Okay, don't worry about all those. But even if you choose, consider each team member as impractical, what else you would have gone? That is what I want to ask. Least worst. Okay, let's say Raja, what you would have gone other than D?
No, that is correct. After selecting D, I was after looking at the large and each. I then started reading the others again and again to see if anything else makes sense.
So that is what this is the
the A
least
was
worst.
the very closest one that confused me, but
No. See, that is where you have to think this is the least worst. I'm agreeing that D has got a small language issue, but it's fine. This is the least worst. Others are even more stupid. That's what I would say. Okay, guys. So we'll discuss the next question and we'll split for a break. Okay, guys. 70th question. Oh, sorry, 70. Yeah. Okay. Can you start? So there is A, C, and D. Okay, that is what I can see. Fortunately, no one has chosen B. Okay, so I don't need to discuss. To improve project performance and outcomes. Okay, so your aim is overall project performance. Okay, and the project outcome. What is the project manager doing? He's planning specific development activities for team members. Okay, he's planning something, development activities. Okay, what should the project manager do first? Okay, so what is the first thing, guys? You should conduct a formal or informal performance assessment. Correct. That is what is appraise. Correct. What do you mean by appraisal? All of you know, right? Appraisal. It is not just for your increment, guys. What is actual meaning of appraisal? Checking your performance. Okay. It can be formal or informal way of assessment. Okay. And then you can decide, okay, should we go for some team building or should we go for some co-location, whatever it is. Okay. To build specific competencies, what you should do like that and all you can think. Okay. So A is the right choice, guys. Appraise the team members' individual performance. Appraise here means to check, okay, what is the current performance of the team members before you take an option. Now D, question the team members. No, question is not a right word. It's a very rude word. Okay, go ahead. Okay, cut it. Okay. C, evaluate project performance. So that means it's already evaluated. No, people who chose C to improve project performance, they have told. That means without evaluating, how can you tell that we need to improve? Okay. So only after evaluating, we are telling that we need to improve project performance. So C is ruled out. Okay. And then D, okay, analyze the team members' capabilities. Okay. So what I want to tell you is here you are assuming that it is the individual capabilities. Okay. Just now in the previous question we saw, right, there can be a lot of reasons to improve performance, not just individual capabilities, guys. How well the team members are gelling. Okay. Everything matters. So don't attribute only one thing, the individual team members' capabilities. Okay, guys. That's the reason D is wrong. Make sense, guys? Okay, so what we'll do, guys, we'll split for a break now, okay, for about 12-13 minutes, and then we will resume back, and you guys can continue typing your scores, okay? In the meantime, if some of you guys can check in the last class, right, last Saturday, the last Sunday and Saturday, okay, which quiz I did for this batch, guys, because I need to document it and add to my Word document, okay? If I have downloaded it or something, no, please help me out, okay? I need very clearly which quiz we did, how many questions we did, something like that, so that I'll document it properly, okay? So no problem, guys. People who scored 5, 6, and all, it will improve. Okay.
We have
So
one
guys,
question here
yeah.
regarding A and D. Okay, they are very similar. Nearly analyze the team members' capabilities. Okay, appraisal is there. Okay, we will discuss it with them according and their individual performance is mentioned. But whether they're capable of it or not, we cannot give like since we are going to improve it.
No. The point is when you analyze appraise the team members, no, maybe the outcome will come like we guys need to be in the same office. We don't know. That's what I'm telling. Capability is just one way of measuring the performance. That's what I'm telling. See, why some people are preferring classroom? Okay, it's because of the trainer is not good. Some people are like that. They prefer people in the same location. So capability is just one dimension. Okay, that's what I'm telling. You cannot assume if you just choose appraise team members' individual performance. There are a lot of in that appraisal. That's why it's another beautiful word. Appraisal itself means performance assessment, which will automatically include everything. Do they need more team building? Do they need skill set improvement? Everything will be built into that. Okay, the A is a supreme option compared to D, which is a specific thing. Only the team members' capability. Okay. So we'll split for the break, guys. Don't worry. After the break, we'll do more questions. Please come back in the video, guys, okay, and stay more energetically. Okay, guys, we'll see after the break. Okay. Start quickly. Okay, because you should not miss any updates, guys. That's the reason I'm asking you guys. Okay, please make sure that you join. Okay. Next thing, guys, come in the video, guys, whomsoever. Quick. Turn on your videos. Only Rajesh and Mohammed is there. Okay, others, please come in the video. You guys are future project managers or are only project managers. Okay. So starting, guys, next. Okay. We are in this 1 minute. I was in some other request. So we are in 70, right? Up to 70 we have done. Okay. Now next is 71. Oh, 71. You guys need to see, no? Sorry, 1 minute. Yeah, 71.
Can you start? So I can see for this question, many people have chosen C, which is actually wrong. Okay, and some people only have answered it correctly. Okay, the correct answer here is B. Okay, so let's discuss. Okay, while working on a proposal, okay, a new project manager finds that request for proposal references government regulation. Okay, some government regulation is being brought in. Okay, the project manager understands that a few regulatory compliances of the project are not currently available. If it is not available, what can we do, guys? Some regulatory clauses are not available currently at this moment. Now, what you see here, the senior management, they say, hey, Mr. Project Manager, don't worry about these regulatory compliances, as it will be more ready when the right stage of the project is reached. Are you getting, guys? Got it. Now, management directs the project manager to continue working. Don't worry about it at this moment, like that they told, correct? So where you should capture it, guys? Explain the consequences of non-compliance to senior management. Don't try to be a over smart guy, okay? There is no non-compliance and all. Some compliance which is not available currently, and they are even giving you a comfort that you go ahead, it will be ready when the right stage comes. Now you are telling, hey, compliance is very important. That is very rude. Okay, A is ruled out. Okay, B, document the interactions with senior management as an assumption in the risk register. What is assumption? It will be available at the right time. Yes, you need to capture it. Okay, assumptions log is very important, guys. In predictive projects, when you start something in the beginning, we won't have everything, but we will capture some things as assumption. This project is started under the assumption that the ministry will change, or the government will require more automation softwares. Like that, some assumptions will be there. Everything. See, you guys are here for this training with an assumption, correct? Oh, PMP certified project managers are considered more valuable in the market. It's an assumption. No, you have to prove it, correct? That's an assumption in your mind when you guys enroll for this training. So you have to document that interaction with the senior management as an assumption in the risk register. So one thing, guys, I will tell you, it is not a risk. It is just captured in the risk register as an assumption. You got my point? Now let's discuss C. Verify the requirements for the government regulations and establish a strategy for compliance. First of all, this government regulation things is not available. So what you guys will verify? People who chose C, I'm not getting Sri Lata, Mohammed. There is nothing clear. Right now, no details related to this government regulation is available. So what you will verify? Okay, so C is ruled out at this moment. Okay, now D, continue working on the proposal and update it as more compliance guidelines are understood. Okay, so what is that telling? You just continue working, but you are not documenting anywhere. You will forget this, guys. Okay, so B is exactly the same thing, but B is focusing on documenting and then continue working. Is that clear? So I liked B over D. D, no action is taken. You just ignore. That is what the meaning comes. Okay, so the correct answer is B. Any question, guys? Please let me know. Raise hand and speak up. Correct answer is B. Nothing is there for you guys. Everyone understood? No, we are not capturing it as a risk. We are capturing it as an assumption in the risk register, which needs to be evaluated frequently in the future. Assumptions need to be validated. Okay, for example, on day one, you guys told Vishak, I liked your session. Okay, but every day I can't believe in that assumption. So I'll be keep on asking. Okay, hey, are you guys happy with my session? Are you guys comfortable? Are you guys feeling confident?
So I need to reinforce that assumption. Is that clear? That's it. So moving on, 71, I think there is no questions. Moving on to 72nd.
Sir, one question, sorry.
Yeah. Quick.
The only challenge what I felt was tricky in that response, the B option was assumptions going in the risk register instead of assumption log. Is that does the risk register contains assumption as a section?
Good question. Okay, see here, they will use all these diplomatic languages. Okay, first of all, I will tell you, in some companies, there is a single document called as RAID. Okay, RAID. Okay, some of you guys would have heard about it. Okay, RAID stands for a single document. Okay, so risk, assumptions, issues, dependence. Everything will be captured in the same document. Only thing is that bucketing will be different. Okay, so assuming that you guys will go through my mock quizzes, that is an assumption. Okay, that is not a risk. Okay, that also I'll capture in my RAID log or risk log. There is no problem with that. But if the assumption fails, no, then it becomes a risk. So there is nothing wrong, okay, Raja, to capture assumptions in the risk register. You keep checking the assumptions. The assumption fails, no, it gets migrated to the risk category. Okay, so I don't deny you can maintain an assumption log or you can capture it in the risk register also. That should not be a reason for you to worry. Some companies, they maintain a single document. I said no, RAID. Risk, assumptions, issues, dependencies. Okay, RAID log, that is what it is called. Any more questions? Quick. Okay, so moving on to 72nd. Second question, can you discuss? Ready, everyone? So the business manager and the product owner are requesting a more flexible way to incorporate changes into the product backlog. They are telling more flexible ways. Okay, they are concerned about losing time to market with respect to other vendors. Okay, somewhat they feel that the current process is time consuming. Okay, what should the project manager do? Okay, so first option, coach the product owner to prioritize product backlog items in accordance to business goals. Okay, so what is the pain point they are telling? They are telling, can I have a more flexible way to incorporate changes into the product backlog? And the justification is they are telling they're losing time to market. Okay, if you're losing time to market, what you should do, guys? You should be able to come up with a MVP followed by incremental delivery. To come up with an MVP, the product owner should know how to prioritize. Okay, so that is the point you should give. Okay, the prioritization of the product backlog is the responsibility of the product owner. So you can tell as a project manager, hey, Mr. Product Owner, you have to prioritize the product backlog in accordance with the business goals. If you're doing that, then we can launch without losing time to the market. Okay, we just like the competitors, like that. A. Okay, guys. Now let's check the other options. Review the assumption log and project management plan for changes. Okay, what I want to tell you is why is B, guys? Nothing, right? B, no one chose. No, I don't need to discuss. No, 011. Okay, establish a CCB. Okay, guys, they are telling flexibility. Now you are telling CCB. Totally against. Okay, then D, allow key stakeholders to make some changes to deliver the product faster. It is not clear, guys. Some jargon they have put. Okay, allowed to deliver faster and all. But how exactly it's not possible. It's not clear from the option D. So the correct answer is A. Okay, I think all of you guys have chosen correctly. I don't want to spend. Yes.
The thing is, doesn't the product owner know that you have to prioritize it?
That is what. If the product owner don't know, you can coach him. That is the point. Because he is telling, no, we need something into the market quickly. See, without prioritization, how it is possible? Only when you prioritize, it will be possible.
But that is his job, right? Like a product owner, it's his job to prioritize,
that is
right?
That is
like telling the product owner cannot come and tell the product manager, okay, you manage the project, and you execute the project, right? Because
correct.
That's his job, right?
Correct. That is what, no, sometimes it happens. Okay, I said no, PM project managers, they have by default an additional responsibility to coach people regarding their right roles and responsibilities. Okay, they may not know. What if it's a new guy or the company we don't know the premises, guys. Okay, maybe the company was totally in traditional, they moved to agile approach. Okay, it's okay to coach. Okay, always note it down, guys. Just like Rishabh told, no, compared to review, coach, or educate, these are all hot keywords. Okay, PM can coach anyone. Okay, there is no harm in that. Okay, so what my point is, Rajesh, other than A, what else have you thought of something else? That is what I wanted to ask.
I actually thought it will be C, like,
No. That is too extreme. See, that I can straight away rule out, okay, Rajesh? Because they are looking for more flexibility to incorporate changes. Adding a CCB will only ruin the flexibility. Confidently, I can say. CCB is a very sacrosanct process. It will only slow down the process. I'm not telling CCB is bad. Those industries, they consider CCB as a good practice. But if you are moving towards an agile approach or a flexible approach, CCB is going to harm in our process. Okay, it is not going to help in our process. Okay, guys. So, 73. Okay, great, guys. I think all of you guys so far are choosing it correctly. If the organization is open for any project management approach, okay, and the project manager realizes that agile works better, what you should do? Train the team on agile practices. So the correct answer is C. I don't think so. I need to discuss any other option. Okay. So moving on to 74. Quick, guys. Okay. Guys, okay. Raja, you changed it to C from which one? B. What was the right earlier option? So the correct option is B. Okay, guys.
No, I thought of B, but I was thinking that it was directly attacking something in particular. I thought maybe C might have the same defined in that as well. So it might have multiple options on communication. So I thought it might be more apt.
Okay. So first
because
thing,
there
guys,
was
okay.
no issue reported as such. That is why I thought maybe
No,
following
the
the plan.
No, the thing is a new project involving team members from 2 countries have just begun. We don't know if issues will happen or not. The project is just started. Okay, people from 2 different countries. Both teams work on an 8-hour shift. Okay, so due to a time zone difference, okay, 7-hour time zone difference, one side finishes their daily work while the other side just begins. Okay, I think many of you guys are comfortable with this type of situation, guys. So you have our meetings in the overlapping hours. Like in people from India, it will be in their early morning, okay, or maybe in the evening times or late night. Okay, so that the overlapping time is a sweet time. Okay, so that's the thing. Host an online meeting during the overlap hours. Okay, so B is the correct answer. Praise is not going to work. And secondly, you don't recommend people to work from home. Take work home. I'm not telling work from home. I'm sorry. Excess work taking home is not good. Okay, that doesn't deserve a praise. Okay, guys. Next thing. Ask the
So I
team
have a
members.
question. Sorry.
Yeah.
In case if it's not just begin, right? So it's going to be like after like an year or two. So it can be just like the communication management plan.
But I don't recommend this tweaking the question. Why? Because in that case, the other premises will be invalid. 7-hour time difference, one time finishes their daily work. They're hinting towards something related to that. Okay. So still, okay, you cannot do like that because two things only add. If you delete one, no, the question becomes invalid. Okay. So don't do that.
Yeah. Vishak here, like what I understood is that since the team has begun just now, so what they need to do is just they need to refer to the communication management plan. How do they need to communicate? So then it's like, one-to-one, like, overlapping will be there or whatever, like options will be there in the communication.
That is right. But the premises of the question is more detail oriented. Okay, I liked your approach. Okay, I only told you this approach, and now you're telling me back. So I only told you look for the high level approaches. Okay, but in this, they have spoon fed you with some specific things. Why they are telling about this work 8-hour shift, 7-hour time difference. When one time finishes their daily work, the other site is just beginning. And what should the project manager do to promote communication? Just to start communication. So my point is, we are telling the project has just begun. So I can tell the communication management plan is not even ready. If it is not even ready, what they will follow? The team has just begun. It is not something which you download from somewhere. If a team has just begun, they need to break down, they need to sit down and prepare the respective management plans. They need to prepare their WBS, everything. So that is another hint. Okay, Rajesh said, no, can we delete the word begun? If you delete the word begun, then means I can assume that communication is there. But in that case, the remaining half will lose the sanctity. Okay, so two hints are there here, guys. You have to observe. First, this project has just begun. Second thing, they've told about the shift. Okay, so at this juncture, the right choice is B only. It's a narrow choice, I know. Okay, but other choices has got some sort of lack of clarity. Okay,
B is more of a servant leadership approach compared to C.
B
has got a more servant leadership approach. Lead.
That is also right. B is facilitating, right observation. Okay, from Rishabh. Okay, so B is more of facilitating because host an online meeting. So you are doing something there, guys. I'm ready to facilitate. I'm ready to collaborate, set up some overlapping hours to see how things go. C is like, hey, you go through this communication management plan. What is your role there? Fantastic. Okay, ask the team members to do something, blah, blah. That sounds like lack of servant leadership. You should always facilitate the problems. Okay, to sort out the problem. Okay, if given a chance, give more importance. So the word host adds more beauty. Very valid. Okay, hope you guys now agree. What
Vijay, sir.
No. Yeah. Go ahead, Vijay.
Sir, the team charter also defines the rules, no, sir? How to conduct meetings and all.
That is what I'm telling, guys. Okay, people from the morning batch only, you guys are asking questions. The problem is the morning batch. I emphasized about the why, how, what, that philosophy. So you cannot go with a very broader definition here. You have to look at the specific problem given in the question. 8-hour shift, 7-hour time difference, like that. Okay, so my point is, first you host an online meeting during that online overlap hour. Rest all will fall in place automatically, guys, because team have just begun. Where is the team charter? Team charter is not prepared along with the project charter. I told you, right? You need some time. You need to know. Okay, so first thing is, what should the project manager do? You should set up an overlapping meeting. Let's meet together at this time. Okay, and then slowly team charter will be drafted, communication management plan will be drafted, everything. Okay, but the team have just begun. Okay, guys.
Okay.
So this is contradictory with the mindset what I told you guys. Don't choose narrow options. I only told you. But this question's answer choice is contradicting with that. Is that clear, guys, everyone? Every question is different.
Vishak, just to, sorry to extend this conversation, the team charter, I mean, it has to be prepared beforehand, right? Because you're setting the ground rules, you're setting the behavioral aspects,
No. It need not be prepared before. It is an ongoing It's just, I would say, once the project charter is prepared, after some time, not before and all. It's not possible because team should be in alignment. No, I just prepare something and I am giving Nilanjan, this is a team charter. This is a team charter. It won't work. It should be built along with the consensus of the team. So there is nothing like before. It's just after the team have formed. I would say in this batch, if you guys attended my first day of the session, there I conveyed the ground rules. It's not that you got a mail from Star Agile that if you attend Vishak's session, this is the rules. It was not like that. But the team charter, I personally shared with you guys on the day one, our team charter, not the project team charter, our session team charter. Okay. So just after the initiation, that is my thumb rule. You can take 1 week, maybe 1 day. In big projects, you can take a month. Okay, a 4-year, 7-year project, you can take 1 month to prepare a team charter just to see how the rapport of the team is. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So good discussion, no? And there is no extended discussion. I said no. During the session only, I will be very particular about finishing. Okay. Now, if you extend, no, it is good. Okay. I believe in the quality of discussions. Okay. Everyone, please understand. It's not about the number of questions which we finish. Okay. Every question you can ask the right questions. Okay. It is not simply defending. No, always ask right questions. That's totally fine. Okay. Sometimes I may learn something new. Okay. Just now, Rishabh pointed out some things. No. Okay. So it's always good. Okay. 74, guys. 74. Can you start? Guys, today, second time we are seeing this word. Why you guys are ignoring it? Second time we are seeing this word in today's discussion. A project is in implementation phase. A new project manager discovers that team members have no previous experience with the technology. They're not simply, they don't have any experience with the technology used for this current project. They don't have any previous experience. That's fine. Okay. However, they are experienced functional managers from various fields. Are you getting? Sometimes we do that, guys. I told no senior leadership, no, we intentionally hire from a different background. That is not a problem, guys. Please don't take it in a bad way. In your companies also, it is like that, no? The chief business officer, chief product officer, maybe from a non-financial background. He will be from a cab aggregation company. He would have moved to a payment chain, okay? Or from a food delivery platform, he would have moved to Google Pay. Some other platform. It's quite possible, guys. So don't think that they don't have the experience in this current technology is a drawback. Okay. So what you should do. So the question, the first half is telling no prior experience. That's a bad thing. I told no. But if you look for the word, however, the second half is a good thing. Okay, is this much clear, all of you? Now, what should the project manager do at this dilemma? What is the first thing he should do? Okay. Appraise. Second time we are seeing this word, guys. Appraise means what? Just evaluating what is the skill set of these new people. And based on their right skill set, assign them new roles. You have got a bunch of diverse guys. You should make the best use of them. If you want to make the best use of them, you need to analyze their current skill set, what background they are from. Okay. So A is the correct answer, guys. Now, don't go and ask the sponsor to replace and all. 2 reasons. Okay. What are the 2 reasons? Reason number 1, don't trouble sponsor. Second thing, don't think about replacing. Even if you get donkeys in your team, you have to train them. Okay. That is against PMI. Okay. Don't think about replacement, guys. Whatever is your team, you have to satisfy them. You have to be satisfied with them. Is that clear? Don't think about replacing. You can remove a team member only when there is a serious compliance issue, ethical issue and all. Okay, guys? Otherwise, however underperforming a team member, we don't remove them. Okay, layoff is outside the dictionary of PMI. Are you getting, guys, what I'm telling? Very important, guys. So don't think about B. Okay. Now, identify risk associated. That's what I said. You are only telling it is inexperience. I consider it as a diversity, guys. There is no risk here. I don't see any risk. Okay. Next one, proactively develop team skills and competencies. This is a very vague, guys. How through the team, or you are simply running it on a software, it's not clear. Okay, just because the word proactive is there and we don't know what is our current strength, simply you're telling I'm going to develop the team skills. What if they're already skilled? You need to do the current assessment, guys. That's why I like the word appraise, guys. No other point. Is that clear? Second time we are seeing. Okay, that's it.
Here a proactive means like it is together with the team to develop the team skills. Okay, appraisal is there, of course, like, you know, but proactive
but
means
what
like
if what if they're already skilled? Okay, this no prior experience is immaterial. See, there are a lot of courses which we enter, okay, in which they will tell no prior experience in coding needed. Is that a problem? It's okay. Who said that this no prior experience is a problem? Okay, what if there is no problem at all? All these functional managers from various fields is intentionally handpicked and they are all having the right skill set. So why do you assume that when do we use develop? When the team members are not having the right capability, right? So where is it told? That is what I'm telling as a problem. Okay, so don't think about developing skill set unless you appraise. Okay, same thing guys, today I'm telling analyze. Okay, analysis should be an upper hand than action. Okay, the D is jumping into action. Oh, I need to develop my team member skill set. Did you analyze them? If I'm telling that you guys are not competent in the job what you guys are doing, I'm going to train you guys. Like that, if I'm telling, I need to analyze. No, simply I can't make a statement that I will improve your team skills, I will improve your competency like that. Current state assessment needs to be done. Okay, analysis wins over action everywhere. Okay, review again. What he said, no, you can replace this with review. Okay, instead of appraise, no, review in individual team member skills. Okay, makes sense, guys. So A is a better option.
Option, the first part is okay, appraise new individual team member skill, that is fine, but assign new roles.
Yeah, that is what. No, we don't know what they fit into. See, the team members have. That is what I'm telling you. Based on the skill set, we can map them, guys. This is quite possible. Because they are from, let's say, someone is from some other background, and then you can say, oh, I think from you're from this industry. No, I think you will be able to do this role more better, like that and all, guys. Don't tell that they are inferior. For the right previous experience, you are mapping them. You're doing a what is a skill. What is it? Why I don't get the word, guys? Skill and current situation mapping you are doing. Okay, someone who is this skilled, you are mapping it to the right roles. Okay, no problem with that. I mean, Nilanjan, is your concern that is it supposed to be done by HR? Are you going in that direction or?
Yeah, I mean, assigning new roles. I'm
No.
the first part of the answer, but the second.
No. That is no. That's what I'm asking. Is your mind telling that okay? Is it not HR's job? Why PM should do? Is it something like that? Then I don't have a comment, guys, because those type of things it will come. You imagine PM has got some powers, okay? Because I got your point, okay? Assigning new roles and all is decided at the HR level, no recruitment level, okay? So don't worry about that level if that is your pain point, okay? Because just think PM. Okay.
It can happen in project because some people have a good experience in QS. Some of them have good in coordination. So accordingly, the people can be shifted to other position. That's what it means.
Exactly. Exactly right point. Someone who is good in sales, no, he would be put in design and testing. What to do? When I check their previous experience, I feel okay. Let me put him in. I can do, no problem, guys. As a project manager, we can do. So let's not worry too much. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I can tell. Okay. So thanks, Emmanuel, for bringing that point. So let's move on. Next question. 76. Okay, ready? Okay, are you understanding the dilemma in the question, guys? In this question, a distributed team just finished an iteration and completed the complex task ahead of the schedule. That is just a premises, blah, blah. But the thing is, during a retrospective, a new member interrupts and asks everyone to reiterate their role and what they have worked on in previous iteration. Do you think retrospective is that forum for discussing all those? No. Okay, so what you should do, you should inform the team member that this would be best handled in some other session. Okay, so refer the new team member to the project management plan. Why you guys choose A? It is very clear retrospective. Okay, when you say retrospective, when you say iterations, we don't have plans. Okay, project management plan is more applicable in plan driven projects, as the name suggests. Okay, so A is ruled out. Okay, so the correct answer is B. And C and D are accommodating. Ask each team members, okay, you go ahead and explain your role. Okay, and ask the functional manager of the new team member to review the onboarding process. Okay, that means you are shying away from your responsibility. You are shouldering that responsibility to some functional manager, which is not good. So the correct answer here is D. Okay, just to say, hey boss, this is not the right platform to discuss this. Okay, rest you'll see later. You should interrupt that team member at that moment. Okay, can you move next? 76 is over. 77. No, don't calculate, guys. Don't apply the typical mentality, which is more cost effective. That is not the thing. Guys, that is what I was telling. So you are people who chose D, guys. You guys are cultivating an unethical practice, guys. Allocate the fine amount. So you're telling that, okay, every time I will do something wrong, I'm ready to pay the fine. The fine word itself is not good, guys. Why do you think of allocating the fine amount as an additional project expense? Do you think it's the right practice? It's like, today when I go out, the cops will catch me. And if they catch me, I'm ready to pay the fine. I've dedicated this much amount for it. Okay, you're cultivating an unethical practice, guys. Okay, that should not be the case. Okay, so D is ruled out. All of you guys who are choosing D. Okay, now ignore the permit is do nothing. Okay, and attempt to negotiate with the local government for a pardon. Okay, for for permit approvals and all. There is no pardon, guys. Government doesn't have all those things. Okay, so if you could rectify it, you should take your stand. Okay, the right thing you should do is apply for the permit. Let that cost be there, $40,000. Okay, and let the project delay by 21 days. You should stand by your ethics. Okay, guys, this is the question which is checking your ethics, how you are sticking to legal compliance standards, everything. Okay, there don't think about project schedule delays and budget exceeding. Is that clear, guys? Can you move on? A is the correct answer choice. Any questions? Have you noted down the mindset? Ethics, legal,
So,
everything plays an yeah.
Calculation played some role, because in any ways I was going to expend either $40,000 or $39,900.
That is what I
So
said. No,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, I was
Go
also
down.
calculating the same.
I said no, guys. No one should calculate it. This is not asking, okay, whether this is effective or this is effective. That is what I'm telling. No, Rishabh. It
no,
is like,
Vishal, what
okay,
I'm trying to bring here is, regardless of whether I go for the delay of 21 days or incur a fine of 1,900 per day, I'm amounting to the same amount of expenditure, that is 40,000. That makes my A option much easier to select.
no. Oh, you're telling A. But my point is, calculation should not be a reason. Even if the number is coming less, first of all, don't even calculate. Let's say the number went high. So what? Let's say paying fine every day is very cost effective. Then what will you do? Let's say instead of 1,900, it is just $100. Then what will you say?
So it's more about showing ethics to a government, because a lot of revenue on how government supports.
You see, you should not do like this, okay, Rishabh? Okay, if others have done, it's fine. Okay, so you should not have done like that. Okay, thought like that. Okay, so this ethics. Okay, it's like you're telling, okay, cops will collect only $100 fine. Okay, the cost of the helmet is $400, so I'm not going to buy helmet. Okay, like that you are telling. Okay, it's not like that, guys. Okay, ethics is higher. Okay, so the amount is not the thing. They are just giving to confuse you guys. Okay, so if it was 100, I think some of you guys would have chosen, correct, some other option. Okay, so don't do that, guys. Even if it is $100, fine is a fine. It's breaking the rules. Okay, we should not do that. Okay, we should stick to PMI compliance. Okay, so still, whatever is a delay, you should take care of that. Okay, that's the answer is A. Okay, guys, can we move on? Any more questions, discussions? I'll make this even more.
Here, what you're telling, apply for the permit for the 21 days delay. Anyhow, we are accepting the fine here. So allocate the fine, additional expenses. That will be it's the risk or unknown risk. The amount is going to get deducted. So when you are openly accepting the fine here of 21 days, if you keep it in as an additional expenses to the project, so that will be an integral part of the fine is getting paid, means getting accepted here.
That is what I'm telling. No, when you are adding it to the project budget, that means you are creating a practice of fine also adding to the budget, guys. It's not a good practice. Fines are for mistakes. Why do you want to add it to the budget? Project expense. Don't do that, guys. That's what I'm trying to incorporate the practice. Okay. Okay. This is not good. Okay. We cannot make this as a regular practice, guys. Okay. Every day, 7 days in a week, one day my police will catch me. So I have always carried $10 in my pocket. Like that you are telling. Okay. So let that one day, over this week anyway, he has caught me. Okay, next week, I will take another $10. Not good, guys. You are accounting. You are considering that. Okay. Very important, guys. Okay, don't. Okay. So moving on further. So 78. Okay. Can you start? I think this, thank God, no one have answered wrongly after telling multiple times. Glad that all of you guys have chosen change. Okay, so the correct answer here is C, guys. Okay, so there is a benefit, there is an increased customer satisfaction, but it requires more resources. All are fine. Whatever is that, you summarize that into a change request. Okay, that's it. So document the proposed changes and then you analyze any additional impact on time, cost, and resources. Okay, No compromise in that. Okay, C is the correct answer. I don't think I need to discuss any other option. Don't be immature to stop. Anything else? Key stakeholder. It's not about key stakeholder. Exactly, you should mention change. Okay. Next is nothing
But
else,
in
guys. Okay.
C, they're telling about resources also. But in the statement, problem statement, it also requires more resources. They're already telling that.
So
like, is there a need to document resources because it's
more
already
is
known?
different from how many. Okay. See, you are telling me, Vishak, I need extra time. But how much is that extra time? Maybe you just told 1 hour. But when I evaluated, no, it is not 1 hour extra and it is 10 hour extra. Okay. So still we need to assess, guys. Is that clear? That more is just a more. How much? Okay. So don't forget, guys. Okay. You have to propose. Okay. So C is the correct answer. Okay. Can you move on? 79. Any more questions revolving around it? No. 79. Can you start? Okay, so as part of a temporary assignment, a project manager is leading a business project. Okay, during a daily status meeting, it is discovered that the project manager's former department, his former department, has not completed a task. Okay, this is delaying the current iteration. Okay, so you came to know what is the problem. What should you do as a project manager at this juncture? So A is ruled out, guys. We don't escalate all these issues. First of all, escalation is not good. Second thing, product owner is a wrong guy. Why do you want to escalate it to product owner? Okay, A is ruled out. Create an entry in the impediment board and assign it. Okay, how is that solving the problem, guys? Simply you're telling, okay, there is fire happening like that, you've written somewhere. Okay, next one, invite the project team to a swarming session to define a solution. I don't even know, guys, what is the swarming session. If you guys know, you can tell. Okay, so ruled out. If you don't know, ignore it. Okay, next one, leverage the network of the former department. Yes, try to catch hold of someone in the former department and ask for the help. We need to get it resolved, guys. Okay, so correct answer is D. Okay, so moving on to question number 80. Guys, please read the question. Oh, now you guys have changed. So many guys have initially chosen B. Okay, can you start? So you guys are literally following the thumb rule. What Rishabh said. Okay, review. Correct. So during the planning phase. Okay, so we are in the planning phase. Okay, project manager is creating a project schedule. Some resources are assigned to the project temporarily. Okay, temporary resources to assist with task duration estimation. Okay, so they are temporary resources. Okay, not the actual resources. What should the project manager do before finalizing the project schedule? You should validate it with the actual team, guys. Hey guys, I got some help from these guys and they prepared the schedule. Can you guys just check like that? So review the estimates with the actual team. That is the right answer, guys. A. Okay. Now check similar projects for task duration is okay, but I want to focus on that team buy-in, guys. Whenever I say, okay, Joby, you have to finish it in 10 days. Okay, Vishnu, you have to finish it in 17 days. Right? That I need that buy-in from the team. Okay. So more than checking the task duration with similar projects, no, I love the other one, checking with the team so that I get their buy-in. Is that clear? Note on that keyword. Team buy-in is important. Okay, whether it is predictive or agile. If you don't have their buy-in, things won't work. Okay. Now, anything else? C, we don't need to discuss. There is no risk, guys. Don't panic. Don't trouble sponsor. Okay, C and D ruled out. Okay. So type your scores, guys. And I think I asked you one request. Do you remember, guys? Yesterday, did someone check, guys, the previous recording? Did we do the same quiz? We are in the same page, you know, sheet 3 only we discussed, right? Evening batch. Can you guys confirm? If anyone who can validate that we were doing sheet 3 only in the previous week also? No one. Guys. Subhendra, you're sure? Okay. So how many questions we started and how many questions we ended last Sunday? I want to know. We started at which question number last Sunday?
Sunday we started from 11. Saturday we did 10 actually.
10. Anyway, we are in the sheet 3 only, no? That you're sure, Jyoti? I think Ubedina have confirmed that.
Yeah, Upendra confirmed. I didn't check it in the video.
Okay, anyway, check and confirm, okay? Maybe you can message or something. So question, I will just note down, guys, because this I need for the future batch, guys. Lessons learned, this is what I'm doing, okay? Question number 11 to 50 on, which was the last Saturday, Sunday means, 1 minute. Last Sunday, Saturday, sorry, Sunday, 19th, correct? On 19th, Sunday, evening batch.
19th, 11.
Evening batch, okay? And 1 to 10 on
Question number 11, 19th.
1 to 10 on 18th November, okay, evening, okay? And all these are belonging to sheet 3, correct? Sheet 3, great. Okay. Okay, guys. So I think 6, 7, okay. So okay. So don't worry about it, guys. If your scores are dropping, don't worry. Actually, in fact, like Rishabh said, no, you should feel that okay, you're learning something. Okay. Here we can make mistakes. Okay, so make sure that you correct it in the actual PMP. If you note it down, okay. So are you guys maintaining? So people who said no, you have got score and all, no. So are you guys maintaining a tracker like I said, no?
Vishal, just one question. I maybe missed out the point. I'm from morning batch. I have attended this evening batch first time. So where the recordings have been saved? I mean, the last Sunday you have taken a evening batch and today's evening batch. So where the recordings are getting saved for this?
That maybe someone can help. See, usually I don't want to go to that level, guys. Okay, because if you guys ask me later, also it'll be very difficult. Can someone post it in the chat so that it will help him? Okay,
Yeah.
But don't ask me later. Even I don't know where are the recordings. Okay, only those respective batch people will know. Quickly put that in the chat, guys, so that Nitesh can pull it out. Your batch recordings, okay, evening batch, guys. Okay, yes. What is that? Prachiti, you have raised hand.
Yeah. So like how morning batch associates are attending evening batch, and since I'm based in US, it was not possible for me to attend morning batch. Are there any other sessions happening next weekend which I can attend? Question answer
No, this is
session.
over. This is getting over. Then the new batch is starting. Okay. So
Is it
what
possible for Nitesh
one
to
minute,
share
guys.
those videos?
Yeah, everyone please post it. See, that's the problem. When I just entertain morning to evening, no, see, your expectations are increasing. See, everything I'm uploading in the Word document, guys. Okay. See, that's the reason I asked you guys, can you confirm 51 to, what is it? 11 to 50, is that done? So the morning, guys, you guys confirm me tomorrow. Okay. What is the quest we did? So that I can make a note in that Word document and I'll put the link there. Okay. So switching the recordings is a little difficult. I will make sure that I'm putting the link in the future. Okay. So maybe what is that you guys want, guys? Someone else? You want morning batch recording? Someone please help, guys. You guys help each other quickly. Yeah. Okay. So because I will not be having the track of that. Okay. I don't bookmark those links. Okay. So someone just put the correct description, guys. Morning batch recordings, evening batch recordings, like that, and you share, guys. Okay. Okay. Anything else? So 81. Yeah. Can you discuss 81? That's great, guys. I think all of you guys have chosen A only. That's beautiful. Okay. So at the first meeting about a road construction project manager reminds the team of the importance of observing all rules when carrying out their duties. Later in the project, team members start coming to meetings late and do not follow the ground rules. Okay. So if they don't follow those ground rules, you should pick up those specific team members, address the issue with the specific team members. Okay. Removing is totally out of dictionary. Okay, guys. Promote is also, you should convey, guys. Okay. Don't think about promoting only the team members who are doing good. That are not good. Okay. Allow the team to investigate. I don't need to discuss. No, everyone clear, right? 81. Okay. So the correct answer is undoubtedly A. Okay. Before we move to 82, I have one question, guys. So can you guys just tell? I will note down that also. The morning, guys. Can you guys tell which quiz we did? The morning. Anyone noting down? Sheet 1 we did, no?
We
Sheet
did
2.
sheet 2.
Sheet 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Up to
30.
Up to question number 30. 1 to 30. Sheet 2. Okay. Today, right? 25th November. Okay, great. Okay, so fantastic, guys. Thanks for helping me as well. Okay, sheet 2. So let's move on. And one more thing, I think, Pachiti, you have told, no, your score have come down. Make sure that you are maintaining a tracker. Okay, you identify that word cloud. Okay, what is that topic you are messing up? Okay, that's what I can do. If you do some 50, 60 questions, no, you'll get the list of topics. Okay, you need to go through the recordings again. That's the way out. Okay, so moving on. One more thing, guys. Anyway, you guys will ask me. Okay, the morning batch, guys. Can you put your link so that if anyone from evening would love to join in the morning batch tomorrow, you can join. Okay. So that also you put. Okay. But anyway, tomorrow a little bit time will be wasted because there is a testimony session. Okay. So Star Agile team will be asking you guys to give your feedback regarding the session. But still, you guys can attend. Okay. So if you want, check with someone. They will share the link. Okay. Evening batch. So can you start 81? Sorry, 82? 82. The Pramod have shared it. Okay, if you guys want, note it down. Okay. Okay. Can you discuss 82? So 82, guys, the question is, while validating deliverables, a project manager realizes that one of the team members is using an older version of the scope definition document, causing substantial errors. What should the project manager do to manage the situation? Okay, so I totally appreciate, guys, the people who chose D, but the answer is wrong. Okay, D is like fixing it only for one time. Okay, again, the morning batch guys will know. Okay, try to fix it at a global level, guys, at a higher level. Okay, so D means share the updated scope definition document with the team. You'll do it for once. Okay, if I happen to see that, okay, Jyoti is using a previous version, okay, of the scope definition document, I'm telling that, okay, Jyoti, you're using a previous version. This is the latest version, like that I'm sharing. Okay, that will not fix my root cause. Is that clear? We need to fix the root cause. So for that, we should have a change control process in place, guys. Okay, even for documentation update, it is important. Okay, whenever I think some of you guys already have, no, when you prepare product technical specification and all product guys, you guys can tell multiple versions will be circulating. So whenever we guys are working on version 3, we will send a notification that, okay, guys, version 2 is being archived. Henceforth, any changes you update in version 3, like that will circulate, no? Are you getting? So the change control process is applicable even for documentation. Okay, so the correct answer is C, have a rigid change control process. Not simply anyone can update in any previous version of any document. Okay, clear, guys?
Okay, the change control process you are telling, but does it has to be entertained here? Like, since we are not accepting any, means we are not accepting from any of the stakeholders, even the team also is part of the stakeholders, like, so change control process, like, it may have an impact of it. So better, like, to have the scope definition to be distributed to the team instead of going for the change control process. If it is like that, even the document register also has to be updated then, which is a part of this change process.
First of all, I will tell you, project document register, there is nothing like that. It's a bait. Okay. As for the whole session, no, what I explained to you guys, there is nothing like a document called as project document register. It is just a bait. Is it what you are referring? There is no such document. Okay. Yeah. They've just given it to confuse you. Okay. That's the thing. Okay. So if that is your concern, B is ruled out. Anything else we should discuss? C, you people have told. Any other option? D, I told you, D will solve the problem once, but that will not solve it permanently. That's why D is wrong. Okay, guys? Many people have chosen D. Okay, please be careful. Okay, we should fix it, guys. Okay, rather than temporarily solving. Okay. Now, 83rd. Okay, easy one now. Can we move on? This is very easy. If you have issues at the end of one of the sprints, that means some way you didn't do your definition of done properly. Correct? If your definition of done was religiously followed, then this issue will not happen. Is that clear, guys? The correct answer. Yeah.
Can you please just explain about the definition of done, like, maybe just to recollect myself?
Yeah, no problem. See, definition of done and definition of ready are very important. Before you start any task, you are checking the readiness of the task. That is definition of ready. I explained through our session examples only. I told, right? You guys have enrolled in my batch. Okay, but on the first day, I checked your profile. Okay, is there anyone who is not eligible? Okay, either in terms of work experience or They don't have too much of project exposure or anything. Okay, you are not noticing it, guys, but I was listening. Okay, so there is a mandatory requirement of 36 months of project experience. Okay, that checking is the definition of ready. And once you guys are done with my session, okay, you guys are going for the PMP. Okay, I'm done with my preparation, Vishak. Like that, when you say no, what is that I'm telling? You remember? I told you guys, take the questions in a time-bound manner. All of you remember, no? 60 questions, 1 hour. If you take it, that's what I told you, Mohammed. It's a very serious warning. If you just take 10 questions, it's going to affect your performance in the actual PMP. 60 questions, 1 hour. If you don't have time, don't take up quiz. This is what I'm telling. If you do like that, if you have done like that, and then just like I told, no, go through, maintain an Excel tracker. I think just now Prachiti told that her score is low. Maintain a word cloud, which all topics you are making mistakes. Go to the recordings, fix it, and then attempt the new quiz. If you have scored, let's say in a mock quest out of 60 questions, you have scored only 20 correct. Fine. Why the remaining 40 are wrong? Do you have a clear idea? And work on that. Go through the recording and then you attempt the next mock quest. If you do like that, if you have done like that, are you getting? You will not fail. That is setting the definition of done. Okay, I'm sure. Okay, there's no need of going through any PMBOK or anything else. If you're doing this much, that is my definition of done. So that's it. Now coming to the projects, for every activity, for every task, for every deliverable, there will be definition of done. See, when you say, okay, Mohammed, when you say you've done, do you mean to say you've done testing also? Have you done a trial run? Like that, I need to check that. Simply, I don't rely you're done. Okay, I want to make sure that you go through a checklist. Okay, so the correct answer is A. Okay, definition of done. Okay, now moving on to question number.
Visa, can you go through the other options? Explain me what stream mapping is, value stream mapping is.
See, first of all, value stream mapping got nothing to do with project management. Okay, in my first company, I think some of you guys will know, there was a set of people called as value stream agents, value stream coaches. Either there was a role. Okay, so their role is, guys, they will study the entire supply chain, right from a raw material is being prepared at a supplier end to how it is being shipped to my factory, how it is being assembled in my factory, and how the final product is being shipped to the customer, how the customer is opening that, and how the installation is done, and how the customer is using. The entire value chain, they will observe to see if there is any scope for improvement. Okay, that is what it is, value stream mapping. Okay, it's a different role. It's very interesting. Okay, so I think some of you guys, that's what I've heard. I've seen this designation. Okay, value stream coaches. Okay, you should have a complete overview. Okay, when you are taking up such roles. Okay, so that is what value stream agents. The entry level job is called as value stream agents. Little bit senior roles are called as value stream coaches. Okay, so they come up with A3, A4. Have you heard about this, guys? I don't know much, guys. I heard them telling, okay, we should do an A3, we should do an A4, like that, and all, guys. You can Google about it. Okay, I don't know much. Okay, I've seen them working. That's it. Okay, now coming to working agreements, it is just like ground rules. Okay, setting up our ground rules, something like that. Okay, and plan-driven approach, nothing is there. Okay, so moving on, 84. Can you start? I think there is a confusion between A and D, right? Among you guys. Okay. So first thing is, let's read the question. A team is working on a new product development project using a hybrid approach. So they are playing very safe. They never told it is predictive. They never told it is agile. Okay. It's a hybrid approach. Okay. Seeing the fourth sprint doesn't mean it is agile. Okay, guys. Hybrid means hybrid. Okay. After the fourth sprint, they learned that the exchange rate for imported goods will increase significantly. They realized something. Okay. What should the project manager do in order to make sure the final product gets launched on time and as defined? Did you notice the problem? They have totally ignored the cost part. The second half says what you should do to get the product launched on time. Okay. If you want to get launched on time, what you should do, guys, for each of those increments, you should allocate the right budget. Otherwise, what will happen? One increment will get delayed because budget is not there. Is that clear? So I totally resonate with people who have chosen A. Work with the stakeholders to develop incremental budgeting approaches. So what does that mean? For MVP, okay, this is the budget. For first increment, this is the budget. Second increment, this is the budget. Like that, when you go, no, you can release something quickly. You can launch on time. But at the same time, you can tackle for the increase in imported goods cost. Are you getting the connections now? So we should choose A over D. D is, some people have chosen D. Okay, I can see. Okay, Dinesh, Deepa, you have chosen. Many people have chosen D. Okay, D is review the backlog to see the impact of a budget increase. So there is a problem. You are thinking only from one dimension. Only the budget increase is your concern. What about getting the product launched on time? Are you giving any emphasis to that? No. That is why D is wrong. Okay, don't simply go by the word review. Okay, so like Rishabh told. Okay, so you have to think a little bit more. Okay, in this case, because it is only talking about budget, you're not talking about anything else. Okay, guys. Any questions? Clear? Any hand raises? Nothing?
Correct answer is, sorry, correct answer is D or A? Sorry, I got
A.
lost.
A. Correct answer is A. Sorry if I didn't clarify clearly. Correct answer is A. Okay, not D. Because D is talking only about budget increases. Okay. It is not talking about how to get launched on time. Okay, guys?
But Visak, here, like that incremental budgeting approach should have been done in the beginning of the project, right? Now they're already like in between. And
It's
in
okay. See,
between,
for
like,
that only
after
they have
fourth,
told all this blanket keyword. This hybrid, no, that will solve the problem. Okay. So don't worry about all those. Okay. That's why they have told hybrid. Okay. Hybrid means it's maybe welcoming changes, having a structured approach, anything it can be. It's a messed up situation. Okay. Hybrid means anything can happen. Think like that. Okay. They have told that blanket keyword. Okay. So you don't have to worry too much. Okay. Why you didn't consider it early, all those things. Okay. But still, so do you mean to say D is better? That's what I'm asking you, Jyoti.
yeah,
D
yes.
is, no, D is considering only budget increase. That's what I'm telling. What about this? Make sure the final product gets launched on time. What weightage or you are giving for that statement? Nothing. But if you choose A, incremental budgeting, incremental indirectly gets product launched on time. Secondly, the budgeting thing, which will encounter this exchange rate. Okay. So it's more covering. A is more covering than D. Okay. So moving on. 85. That's great, guys. I can see all of you guys are unanimously choosing A. Okay. So the only keyword what I notice here is the project manager is having a concern about the issues. Which is the right platform to express your concerns? Retrospective. Okay. No other platform. Okay. So A is the correct answer, guys. Retrospective. So moving on to 86. 86. Please attack the problem statement, guys. Please don't simply choose an option. What is the problem statement? Think, revisit your choices. Some of you guys are wrong. Okay, can you start? Anyone who want to recorrect, guys? Yes. See, when I tell that prompt, you guys are correcting it again. Okay. So that is also good. So I changed it to A. Okay, sorry, A, like that. Okay, guys. I think now all of you guys are agreeing. The correct answer is A. Okay, guys. A global cross-functional team has been assembled to deliver a multinational initiative. What should the project manager do to ensure there is full team participation? Your job is to ensure participation throughout the project. So you should make sure that there is coordinate time zone information and agree to meeting times. If you're a global project, that's the main pain point. Okay, today, second time we are seeing this. Okay, so this. Now, why you guys chose D? There is no need to provide guidance on common tools and practices. They are working in the same company. Why do you need to provide that? They already have all those. Okay, and second thing, how does that ensure participation? You have to ask that. Okay, people who chose D, how does providing guidance on common tools and practices will ensure participation? Never. Okay, so that's the reason 86. The correct answer is A. Okay, guys. 87. Okay. Can you start? 87. So during the testing phase of a project, everyone ready? So I'm happy that all of you guys have chosen B, which is fantastic. During the testing phase of a project, a team member finds that some requirements were not met. If the project now adds work to meet the requirements, it may cause a large time and cost overrun. Okay. What should the project manager do first? Okay. So that is again, guys, don't think that you have got an idea how much it will cost. You just know it may cause a large time and cost overrun, but you don't know how much is that. So what you should do, perform an impact analysis. Is that clear, guys? B, before you just shout to the whole world, oh my God, large time, large cost and all, just quantify it. Okay, B is the correct answer choice. Anything else we need to discuss? Are you guys all comfortable? Okay, so makes
What
sense.
should
So
performance after performing the impact analysis, if we are going forward?
Sorry, didn't get it. What is that? Your voice broke in between.
Yeah, what should be the next action after performing the impact analysis if we have to move forward with the to
You tell.
solve the problem?
Someone tell, guys. Emmanuel have asked a question. Once an impact analysis is done, what is the next step?
It depends on the result of the impact analysis, right? So you cannot
It could be
determine what
related to
action can
quality,
be
it could be
taken
related to
upfront
price,
without
it could
knowing
be
the
related to
results.
budget.
No, not like that. Whatever it is, you submit it, the impact analysis to CCP. I was expecting that. Okay, let them decide.
Change control.
Okay, change control board. It should be routed through the change control process. Okay, Emmanuel? That is the outcome of the report. Yes. Prachiti, what is that?
So can I just summarize a sequence of events? What should happen? Just verifying.
Yeah.
So any changes or any impacts or any situations like this, what we should do is first review the impact, whether it's time, budget, resources, etc., etc. then create a change request, okay, then submit it to the change control board. It could be combination, both the steps. And change control board, there will be one person, change control document, there will be one person who will approve it, right?
Approve it. Need not be
Yeah,
one
so
always.
that,
Don't be, I'm
yeah.
not sure about that. Okay, someone will
So,
approve
but
it. Okay.
yeah, somebody needs to approve. So if we are looking for that person, we have to go to our change management plan, correct?
Correct. If you want to know the right
Okay.
person, you have to check the change management plan.
Yeah.
And once
So
it
this
is
is,
approved, let me add more to that. Hold on. Once a
yes,
change request is approved, the first job for a project manager is to communicate it to the remaining stakeholders. Okay. For example, if Prachiti raised a change request and it was approved by CCB, so I came to know as a project manager. Now I need to inform all of you guys in this batch. So communicate the change, very important. If a change is approved, communicate the change is the first thing a project manager should do. I explained that in the change module. Okay. Second thing, if required a rebaseline, you should rebaseline. Sometimes, no, the change request will get approved. $100 project will change to $125. Okay. If there is a need for rebaselining, you should rebaseline. These are the two things. Okay. So moving on, 87 over, no. Next is 88. This is very easy, guys. Even if you didn't understand anything in this question, you guys can choose because of the keywords I told you. Okay. Something, guys, a company is about to start something in a remote place, extreme weather, all this are blah blah. It is agreed to implement the project using a predictive approach. Each phase is composed of several iterations. All these are blah blah. What should the project manager do in an extreme weather condition? Okay, first one, I said no, don't simply immaturely stop, pause, no. Make sure that you have tried everything else. Stop and pause, please be careful. Okay. It's very easy to stop a project, guys, but not stopping a project, you need that maturity. Is that clear, guys? So pausing the project, I'm ruling out, guys. I'm not even reading it. Okay. And then last option, D also, I'm not even reading. Now, between C and D, consult the initial plans in case of an emergency and then update and follow corrective procedure. Sounds good. Let's follow the initial plan. In case of an emergency, let's update and follow the corrective procedure. C is again running away from the problem. You guys read, no? Advise management to reconsider. Boss, do we really need to invest in this extreme weather project like that? Don't shy away. Okay. Everything A, C, and D are trying to avoid the problem. Okay, don't do that. Okay. So 89. This is also easy, guys. See, it's a false report. Okay. A team member falsely reported and you came to know that. Okay. What should the project manager do at this juncture? If it is a good thing, you tell in front of everyone. If it's a bad thing, tell to him one-to-one. So undoubtedly the answer is B. Speak to the team member who's falsely reported the completion of the story. Okay, is that clear? Easy questions, no? Any more? We'll stop with 90 questions, okay, guys, today. Last question, okay, for today.
Now, 1 second, Vishak, regarding the last question, you had already always spoken about the false report. Then extreme actions can Can
Sorry,
you hear
your
me?
voice was breaking. No, it was breaking. What is that, Rishabh? Can you
So I
repeat?
was saying that you've always advocated the fact for PMI that if somebody has been caught giving false reports, then extreme action can be taken. So if one of the option given was to expel the team member, could have that have been under consideration?
Correct. False reporting, which is a dependency for other story. But one more thing, do you really want to be that? Okay, you can go ahead.
But
I would
before
say
you
expelling
do
the
it,
team member.
before you
Yeah.
expel, you have to understand why it is done, right? Maybe by mistake, or
That is
maybe some
also right. The
assumptions.
false
Yeah.
reporting, no, maybe some tick mark, yes, no, we don't know the
So
genuine
even if it is
if
by
he's lying.
even if it is by mistake, but he's enhancing the gravity of the mistake by giving a false report also. That was my.
The question is, what should the project manager do first? First, he has to
So
talk.
first is that. Okay, so
Yes.
Rishabh,
Yes,
like you pointed
yes,
out, no, first is talk. Okay, even if you have done a severe crime, you should talk to the team member and understand the stand. Okay, before expelling. Okay, we don't know. We should always hear the other side of the story. Okay, Rishabh, don't take your guns. Okay.
Yeah, it happened in one of my project where one of the team member has given the false information, and HR talked to the team member, understood, and after he committed that it was his mistake, then the explanation was done actually.
Yeah,
Exactly.
people sometimes do it out of fear, and they
Hmm.
say something which is. So yeah, you should
Yeah.
always talk to them first.
Correct. Talk. Okay, Rishabh, got it. So question number 90. Last question, guys. Okay, type your answer and also you can type your scores as well. So why you guys are choosing D? I'm not getting. See, the question you guys understood. In a software development project, a stakeholder, one team member, wants to add a major requirement, and he feels that it's a great benefit for the project. He feels. Okay. However, I said no. Look for the keyword. However, that is his perspective. Like I said, no. He feels it's a great benefit, but however, this requirement is not aligned with the project objective that the business owner has documented. There are a lot of good things, guys, but when you do in a project, it should be aligned with our project's objectives. Okay, what our initial business owner, product manager have created. Okay, so what should the project manager do next at this situation? Okay, so you should sit with that stakeholder and make him understand the purpose of the project, guys. Hey, I liked your requirement. I know it will benefit the project. You know what? But this project is created for a different purpose. Okay, so your requirement is not aligning with the project objective. So like that, you should convey, guys. So A is the right choice. Okay, ensure the stakeholder understands the purpose of the project. Okay, don't tell to follow written business requirements and all B is ruled out, and then include additional requirement into the project and inform business owner. No, if you already feel that this is not aligned, you can close it. Don't waste the time by simply troubling the business owner. Is that clear? Maybe he's a busy person, that's why C is wrong. Okay, and what about D? Fast track the project. I don't think so it's going to help in any way. Okay, so change. Okay, guys. All good, guys. So I think now you guys have improved, guys. Okay, 7, 8. Okay, 7, 8 consistently. That's a very pretty good score, guys. Okay, 6 is also good. Okay, so anything above 6 and above is a fantastic score. Okay, guys, that's all I have to tell. So go ahead and schedule your exams, guys. Okay, and we'll stop with this quiz, guys. And tomorrow there is a testimony session. I have one request. Please come in the video. In this batch, many people are not coming in the video. I have one request. At least tomorrow, please make some arrangements and try to come in the video. Okay, that's it. We'll one more thing, guys. I will launch the poll on behalf of Star Agile. Just a minute. Yeah. So what is Vishnu have raised hand? What is it?
So I've gone through the quizzes of in the PDF which you have shared. Up until 4 I have completed. I feel like most of the quizzes are much easier than the one which we are discussing in the video. So are they actual questions or these are the actual questions?
No, everything is actual questions. Okay, don't worry about those. Okay, it's about understanding the scenario. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't
And
matter.
will you be
Only
able to
one
share
thing.
these questions?
That is what I'm doing. This is actually half proofed. Okay, so I have only the
Mr.
recording.
At least
Okay,
if
so
we can get this sheet,
that is the thing.
like don't know, I don't have answer in this Excel, right? But at least if you can share this Excel, it will be
See,
helpful.
one thing I'm telling now, guys, this is not completed. Okay, so give me maybe another couple of months. Okay, because again, you people are thinking the answer lies in this, guys. Okay, see, that's what I'm telling. Even today, there are 4 people who cleared PMP. Okay, they are not even having these recordings, guys. Okay, these quizzes. Okay, they are referring to that quiz folder only. Okay, so don't worry about it, guys. The answer is in you only. Okay, don't be so particular that you need these quiz and everything. Okay, so give me some more time. I need another 1 more month to make that into a proper document and all, guys. Okay, so I may take more time. Okay, so don't worry about it. If you guys are scoring more than 80 in those mock quizzes and that 180 quizzes, that is more than enough. Okay. Anything else, Prachiti? What is that? Is that same
Yeah,
concern?
I wanted to say what Jyoti just said. Even though it is because we have discussed this questions, right? The Excel which you are sharing, it really helps us to understand because I am doing good in mock and I was failing miserably here today, to tell you. So I'm very confused. So if even in this format, I have my exam on 13th December. I cannot wait a month later for you to clean this up. You said schedule your exam ASAP. That was the only
That
date
is
I
what
could get.
that is what I'm telling. No, when I give something, you guys are asking for more. See, this quiz,
No.
ideally, no one shares these quizzes. Okay, this is just an add-on from my side. But what I can do, I can give this link, guys. Okay, you can put it in the chat. Okay, so I'll do that. Okay, so straight away. But it will get obsolete sometime later. Okay, people again don't simply some people who are particular about it just bookmark it, guys. But others, I'm telling no, every day at least 6-7 people they are going through the previous quiz, including today. Not I'm talking about previous one, including today. If you see people who are tagging me in LinkedIn, no, so they are going through the previous quiz only because you guys are exposed to this quiz and knowing about it. That's all. Okay, otherwise you will not even come to know. Okay, so I've put it over the chat. Don't simply circulate anywhere, guys. Okay, because I need to work on it more. That's why. Okay, so you guys have. Okay.
Thank
so
can you make it public?
Looks like it needs an access
Yeah,
separately.
need to make it public.
Yeah. Anyone with the link? Yeah. Okay, guys. But don't think the answer lies in something outside. The answer is within you. Same thing I have to tell. Okay. This is not the thing. Okay, because even today people have cleared. So they are going through something else. Okay, that's all I have to tell. Okay, guys, we'll stop and we'll catch up tomorrow, same time. Okay, and come in the video. Okay, guys, that's what one request I have. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Yeah.
So much.